What's up, everybody? This episode of Flagrant 2 is brought to you by Adam and Eve. Okay, y'all want free stuff, right? Adam and Eve must be fucking with us because they still back here. That means you guys must be buying them condoms, must be buying them sex toys, that petroleum jelly or those, I don't know, lubes or all that kind of stuff they got. But they're giving away free stuff, okay? It's going to ignite your Valentine's Day. Matter of fact, get your shorty something nice, some edible underwear or something like that. Is that still a thing? Basically, when you go to adamandeve.com and select almost any one item, you're going to get 50% off. That's pretty dope, right? But here's where you get the free stuff. When you enter our exclusive code at checkout, that's Flagrant, all right? Not only do you get 50% off the one item, you get also 10 tantalizing free items. First, for your viewing pleasure, 6 free movies. Next, a free mystery pack that includes an item for him, a special toy for her, and something we know that you'll both enjoy. All right? Also, free shipping, by the way. That's free stuff for Valentine's Day. How can you not want free stuff for Valentine's Day? Go to adamandeve.com. Be sure to use the offer code FLAGRANT. Again, that's FLAGRANT. Flagrant. Because without it, there will be no free Valentine's Day stuff. That's Flagrant on adamandeve.com. Go get some condoms or something, man. You're going to need them for Valentine's Day. All right, let's start the show. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Flagrant 2, No Easy Buckets, analysis by assholes, water cooler commentary for your sports needs. I'm Andrew Schulz. I'm here with Akaash Singh, Real Life Kaz. We got Alex and Edit in the booth, and a special guest today, my boy Chrissy D, Chris Distefano.
What's up, baby?
Friend of the show.
Chrissy bitch hips.
There we go. Chris was just telling us about maybe the best corporate gig run he's ever done in comedy. For those of you who don't know, Chris is not only a buddy of mine, he was in Benders with me. He did Geico with me. He's also a very funny stand-up comedian.
Hysterical stand-up, man.
But Geico to the point where some people think that I'm Andrew Schulz and he's me. Like, still to this day, like, yo,
Nobody
I love you on
thinks I'm
Brilliant
you.
Idiots. Yeah. True.
It's funny because every time we hang out, they're like, yo, bro, people always confuse me for me. Or whatever. You always say that to me, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. It happens to me weekly.
People always bring you up. They definitely always bring you up. They know who you are.
Yeah.
Like,
but we were the two white guys.
We were the white guys.
You were
on
the
Geico.
cool white guys on the show.
Bro,
Yeah.
I get what it's like to be the minority.
Yeah.
Yes.
On a poppin' show. You are known because of it.
We're the white guy. I don't
real.
mind it.
You were
Yeah.
like two
My
Jim
cousin's
Carreys.
girlfriend, Chris was her favorite.
Yeah.
That girl, she just thought he was and that story about you losing your virginity.
Oh, yeah.
Is like a Geico like Hall of Fame moment.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Chris told the craziest story today. I did History of Hyenas podcast.
Right.
Yeah.
Whereas Chris says hyenas podcast.
Hyenas. We put an extra H in it.
And, dude, can you tell the story?
Which one?
The one where your friend fucked your mouth? As
Oh,
a
my
kid?
God.
Wait, what?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
Oh, God. All right.
Yeah, I know. Your fans are like, yo, pause. They're going crazy.
That was my next step.
Fast forward. We don't pause.
Oh, yeah,
We lean in.
They don't pause. I pause heavily.
Yeah, dude. I was like 13 years old, and I was like the runt of like my friend, who like the young one,
Yeah.
you know? And yeah, dude, we were just all hanging out, and everybody used to hang out at my house. My mom was working, whatever, and they just abused me, you know, push my air conditioner out the window, shit in my sink, you know, whatever. Like, you know, like dude,
None of this is normal. He's saying it very like it's a list. Like
My favorite thing about him
They don't
is
show
when
the
he's going to
heuristic?
say some wild shit, he starts it with, you know. You know, they just fuck your mouth, you know, like your boy.
Yeah.
like making an omelet.
Yeah.
I mean, throw the mushrooms in there, a little cheese. You know what it is.
Yeah.
They put him outside the house naked in his mother's heels.
No, we used to do one time. They ordered Chinese food. And they were like, yo, we dare you to go downstairs butt naked with your mother's high heels and a New York Giants football helmet on that I had. And they were like, we dare you to go downstairs and just get the food from the Chinese delivery guy. It'll be hilarious. So they all follow me down. It's like 4 of them. I go to I open the door, like thinking like that's a joke, and they're all gonna just be laughing. And it's really about the shock of the Chinese delivery guy's face. One of my friends pushes me outside down my stairs onto the sidewalk. My dick was bleeding. Like my dick I rubbed it on concrete. Yeah, so I had like I had like a rug burn on my ball sack. And then they kept me locked me outside my own home, butt naked with my mother's high heels on in broad daylight for like 5 minutes. No, it was 1990.
Did you just start eating it?
With the Chinese guy. Yeah. No, he like ran away, you know, like he didn't know what to do. So, and then one time I was sitting on the toilet taking a shit, and one of them just came, the two brothers came in, and one of them skull fucked me.
But listen,
He
told me the story.
That sounds like you skipped mad
No,
steps.
Mad steps, right? Dude, this is how he tells his stories, right? He goes, yeah, so I'm just sitting on the toilet shitting, and then the two brothers come in. One of them grabs my feet, holds them on the ground, and the other just starts skull fucking me. And then there's a pause, and I'm like, what'd you do with your hands? He goes, I don't know. I was like, I don't think you got skull fucked. I think you sucked your friend's dick.
Listen, it's what it is. It happens.
They didn't force your mouth open, did
Bro,
they?
No, but
it's like the only reason he kept his feet on the ground is because he was so excited he was just going.
That's not jerking off with his feet.
I was gonna say, yeah, I fucking started caressing his balls. That's what I did with the hands.
You were using your other hands on the other guy.
Yeah, I thought it was a bukkake.
You're
yeah,
nuts, buddy.
yeah. So I
Wait,
fucking.
but real talk, have you ever gone back and thought about, like, why did I just let
Bro,
that...
I tried to get him to
Yeah, I
call
don't-
him on the podcast.
Yeah, I know. I
But
can't.
he wouldn't call.
Wait,
I'll
you
do
still
it.
talk to these people?
Yeah, I just went to one of the
can't
guys.
you
I
call
just went to his wedding.
Did you have any objections?
Yeah. I don't know, dude. It's growing up. It was fucking
I'd love to hear
weird.
that wedding speech.
Yeah.
Hey, Suzanne, one hell of a skull fuck, huh?
Yeah. Oh god, they're fucking bitter alcoholics, dirtbags, never left the neighborhood, like just pure shit. But you know,
That's
like.
what I would think you would be, as the guy who got skull fucked by
Well,
one
but
of
no,
them.
but it's interesting how like you could make a skull fuck into a positive, because I think what happened was is all that abuse that I took subconsciously internally motivated me to blow past them in everything, sports, academics, career, leave the neighborhood, all that stuff. But if I'm being 100% honest with you, I couldn't suck on a lollipop for a few years.
Was it because you were too busy sucking on dicks?
It just, anytime somebody like, you want to blow pop, it's like, okay, it brings up bad memories.
Was there ever like a Freudian thing where you would take a shit and just need to suck a dick?
Just, I was sticking my mother's shampoo bottles in my mouth. Yeah.
Something's missing right now.
Yeah, bro, it was a wild thing.
Bro,
But I don't
it's so
regret it,
funny.
because I feel like without it, I wouldn't be the man I am today.
You definitely wouldn't.
I would not be.
Absolutely.
Listen, I'll tell you from first-hand experience. Dick, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't great. I don't want to actively suck dicks, but you know what I mean.
How long was the dick in your mouth?
How many pumps?
I think I blacked out a little bit, but I want to say 3 pumps, but I did black out. Trauma,
Hold on, now, did you just take it in silence, or did you have like a little like?
I took it like I took it in silence with gargling noises.
Wait,
And the kid had a full wood.
it was a hard
On the podcast, you did not say that. I asked him if it was hard. He was like, I don't really remember. I was like, you can't get soft dick shoved in the mouth, dude. That's not gonna
on the
work.
drive over here,
Yeah.
the thoughts started to come in again. He had a
What,
full wood.
hard with his
full wood
brother.
with his brother.
blood
Yeah, they
brother
were
next
weird
to him.
fucking kids. The two of
yeah.
them are weird kids. They used to
definitely.
slap each other's dicks together. It was weird.
Yeah,
Where'd you go up again? Bushwick?
Like Ridgewood, Bushwick area.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
hood.
Ridgewood's
It's
not-
like the
that's not
white kind of. It's
Border.
like there's. It was mostly Puerto Rican, but like Puerto Rican, it's not really hood. I mean, they're hood, but it's like
I heard Bushwick back in the day was wild.
it was, but where I was kind of like border, like how it says border. It wasn't like full fucking. I didn't come out of the ghetto, but I didn't come from a good neighborhood. That wasn't like.
Obviously.
It wasn't
the burbs.
Oh, yeah. It's not the burbs,
I was like, but seriously, what are you doing with the hands? He goes, I was holding my dick down with one of them, so they didn't see my dick, and I was like, that was a priority.
Yeah, I was like, remember thinking like, I don't want my dick to pop out because I was taking a shit, but I mean, one of the other guy had his dick in my mouth.
But that quick 1 second decision making, like, okay, what would be worse if they saw my dick or I had my dick
Did
in
you
my mouth?
fight it? I'm trying to understand
No,
how it got
I was
in there.
I was like I was getting abused.
You didn't know what skull fucking was. You
Yeah,
were
I
too
just was
young.
I was like, growing up like a Irish Italian Catholic. I just thought this was an initiation.
This is
You know,
the
Initiation
weird,
into what?
dude.
you just get skull fucked.
What's the progression?
You get
of
skull
this?
fucked by the Flanagan brothers. It's just what it is.
Can you call this dude, please?
Now I can't call him now only because I
This
just
is
feel
crazy.
like it's his. You know what I mean? I would
No,
talk.
it's
It's
not
not
his.
his.
It's yours.
I don't even know if he'd remember.
Fam, you're the nicest rape victim ever.
It doesn't matter. Well,
My
because I
man
feel like I
seeing the
used it to
positives in it.
I used it. It was motivating. Like
Dude.
I think
The guy ended
Well,
up
yeah.
getting, wait for it, testicular cancer.
True.
Wow.
If that isn't the greatest karma.
I'm not
God.
gonna say justice, but
God is
It's
good.
not justice.
Yeah.
Did he have to lose a nut?
I believe so.
You had to lose
yeah,
a nut,
believe
right?
it losing up. Yeah.
Did you send him
And
a
none
check?
of them have good lot. Like there
Was
all
that the
very
nut you
upset.
fondled, do you think?
No,
That's a good point.
Fondling.
No, yeah, I didn't
That
fondle.
was the only
That
part
is
of
like
his dick
base
his
level
mouth
cancer,
didn't
though.
touch.
Yeah, yeah.
Like of all the cancers to get, that's like the base level cancer to get.
What,
right?
what?
Testicular cancer?
Now you want like a little skin tag that you can just get taken off.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well,
Right?
Well, that yeah, testicular cancer or prostate cancer is okay, because
you
they
can
catch
die
it
from
usually.
that shit.
But they
Die from
they
that,
usually
yeah,
catch it
yeah.
early though.
But only if you mad homophobic.
True.
Why?
Yeah.
because there's
Get
only
that
one way to
shit
check for
checked
that.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's funny.
Not one of the lymphomas, either I think non-Hodgkin's. I'm forgetting which one. One of them is an easy one.
Is not that
Yeah.
big. I thought he had the
Hodgkin's.
good Hodgkins.
You get the good Hodgkin's, right?
Hodgkin's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Herb?
Yes,
I think
yes.
Hodgkins
They all
isn't
suck,
that
but
bad.
I think one of
Yeah,
them is
like
not
if
that.
you put them on a scale, like
You don't
it's
want
probably
any
the
of
lower.
them, but I think like yeah. So yeah, man. So that's my story.
You know what's crazy is before we started, Chris was telling us a story about investment bankers murdering hookers.
Yes,
And
which
we were like, save it for the podcast.
No, no,
Yeah.
And then the second the podcast started, you got into a much crazier story.
Crazier
Come
story.
on, bro.
Like-
you guys were like, save it, and I was like, no, we got some.
Like
juice.
dead
Yeah,
hooks
that's
didn't
true,
even
bro.
happen.
Yeah, come on. I'm a Guy Code All-Star.
Yeah, what part of Guy Code is that?
Oh my God. Would have
Don't
been the
close your
fucking
mouth.
good part, but MTV2 were being pussies. I tried to tell this story to Ryan. He didn't want to hear it.
Really?
No,
Did you try to
did
tell
I
him
tell that?
Yo,
No.
Ryan
no.
getting softer. The more and more vegan he starts looking, the
Oh,
more
I know.
soft he gets.
Yeah. Fucking unbelievable.
Anyway, I'm glad you're here, Chris.
No,
Thank you
thanks for
very
having me.
much
I
coming.
fucking love it. Thanks for the blizzard water.
Got you, dog.
Are you above it?
I was about to say,
As a
said
man
that
who
a lot
got
of
I mean, you
mistakes.
guys are making $500,000 a year. I'm getting fucking WB Mason shit.
Is it better than dick?
No, nothing is.
I was about to say, you put
Nothing's
worse
better.
things in your
I'll
mouth.
tell you what. You
complain
know
about
what? Yeah,
anything going in
a
your mouth
nice
anymore.
Irish cock in the morning fucking wakes you up.
You want the real Baileys. You want Bailey.
Yeah, I fucking love a good
He wants
Bailey's.
a man named Bailey.
I'm
Bailey's
fucking-
Irish cream.
Irish cream. It's what it is. I'm internal. I'm good. Catholics we're good at pushing shit down. That's why I have big triceps. I fucking push shit down.
Yeah, yeah.
You gotta
I push
letting shit
down.
in,
Think
too.
you dealt with this?
I'm pushing the gay down. Have I dealt with it?
Yeah.
I want to say yes, but the true answer is probably no.
Probably
It's
no.
I
probably
mean, if you're laughing about it, no.
yeah.
It's definitely
Yeah.
a defense mechanism at
I
this
just
point.
think you know what it is. I just think it's one of those things where it's like
He's still praying underneath the table. Like, while his face is moving up here, down here, he's still Catholic. Like, Father, forgive me for the dick that I sucked.
yeah. So I'd probably not.
Yo, you guys got to check out the History Hyenas podcast, man. And also Chris's special.
Yeah, size 38 waist. Comedy
Size
Central.
38 ways, but they can watch it
ComedyCentral.com.
online.
Online, you can watch it online. You can watch it on iTunes, on the app. You can buy it on your TV, wherever.
I saw Chris at Caroline's like a year ago, Christmas time,
Yeah.
before he did the podcast or anything, before this podcast. And I remember I hadn't seen him in a couple years, and I pulled you aside. I was like, this shit was so fucking funny. man.
Yeah.
Non-stop punchlines, funny, like edgy, good. It was just a great. Check out Chris if you get a chance.
Thank
man.
you,
It's so
brother.
funny.
I appreciate it.
Very
I'll
funny.
I'll try to turn this into a bit.
I mean,
Probably
you
not
Try
that.
to turn what?
Skull fucked.
Skull fucked? Yeah.
I
That's
mean,
a great.
listen.
That's a great new hour.
It
It's
was.
It can open up you to, if you want to do rape jokes.
Yeah.
Like, who gonna tell you shit?
Exactly. Well, that's the thing too. It's like not only I was skull fucked. I
by a fireman.
by a fire. Yeah, I was skull fucked by one of New York's bravest. I think that should be me.
Dude, they busted in that bathroom like it was the Twin Towers, bro.
Yes, absolutely. Never forget. Yeah.
Never forget.
And you know what's the funniest part is? My head hit the window, the wall behind me, and knocked one of my mother's paintings down. This is the pre-suicide podcast. Yeah. Yeah, I remember I knocked one of my knocked one of my mom's sayings down. It said, "I never forget it," because I hit it. I got
God won't give me more than I can't handle.
Take that down.
This too shall pass.
Oh my god! Holy shit!
Oh,
Oh my god!
the flagrancy is high today, boys and girls.
Oh my God.
I love you guys, man. I really do, man. I love everything.
I love everything you and Giannis have been doing. I've been a big supporter.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. I just keep on thinking. We just had Giannis on Inside Jokes.
He's the best, Giannis.
Yeah, I got to get you on Inside.
I would
as
love
well.
to do it. I
It's
got
just
We'll work out this bit.
yeah, dude. It
Yeah.
Something there.
Akaash. It was Akaash's bit this week, and Akaash has this great bit. I'm not gonna take away the whole episode, but just to give you guys like some insight into the episode. And the bit is he goes. Well, you tell it, Akaash. You
Basically, I just went to Rome.
This is the premise. This is the premise.
Yeah, I went to Rome. I saw all these beautiful things. I saw the Pantheon. I saw the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. And when you see beauty like that, it really makes you realize
Right.
America completely wasted its slaves.
It's what I've been saying. Yeah. Somebody said it.
Get into a single. Look at how red his face is. Oh, God. Bro, you got everybody who's listening right now. I want you to YouTube it because Giannis's reaction is almost identical.
That's some fucking Ridgewood shit to say right
He
there.
said, yo, bro. So Giannis, so Akaash
my
says the
God.
premise, and Giannis just goes, ha! Whoa! Ha! And then he goes, did I laugh too loud?
Yeah. Oh my God, that's all it's gonna see is your fucking racist
my
spitting at
God.
my fucking beat red face, dying laughing. It's gonna be Fourth Reich.
It was such a funny bit, and dude. What's crazy is
That doesn't get laughs in the comedy club? Is
It's just.
It's
I
a
need
50
more.
It's
after.
divisive.
Yeah, it's divisive.
Oh, it's
And
such
then
a
I
good
need to
joke.
build it
That's a
out.
good
I
joke.
wanna build it.
it's a 10 out of 10
What
joke.
did Giannis say? Literally, right? That
Yeah.
doesn't get laughed. Like,
Yeah, no.
Yeah, like,
literally
I
said
It gets
understand.
laughs. It gets laughs and
Pull
hold
in a
the
little bit, bud.
mix.
Pull in
You
a
know when
little
you
bit.
have that line, but I just need more after to make it a fucking.
And it will
I
become
mean, I
this
would
great
laugh
joke.
hard at that
Like a
point.
centerpiece
It's just a
of
good
a
bit.
special.
It's such a good
Yeah.
bit, but we got to talking about, and I'm not gonna lie, people have been like tweeting me about it. I wonder if you've been getting tweets.
I haven't checked
Instagram,
I've
but
been
like,
crying all day.
sorry, yeah, we don't. Do you want to brand?
My mom's in the hospital. It's all good. I mean,
Yeah,
she'll
yeah,
be
yeah.
all right, but it was
Yeah.
horrible.
Real quick, just so you know, I'm not to
I
compare
mean,
hospital
you
stories,
know.
but it's just this is what it is. I was supposed to be a guest on the podcast 2 or 3 weeks ago, and my father, same thing, in the hospital. He had the congestive heart failure,
Right.
so it's a horrifying thing to hear. And then they did all the tests, and this is why it's just hope. They did all the tests. I was in the same boat as you,
Right.
crying. I'm like, my dad has congestive heart failure. I can't deal with this. You know, I couldn't do the podcast. I was like, I can't do all the tests, find out that it looked like congestive heart failure. He just had eaten so much pizza the night before. And I swear, no, that's a true thing. His system was so overloaded with sodium that it was mimicking congestive heart failure. That's what a fat fuck my dad is. I had to cancel a huge, great opportunity in my life because he had fucking pizza and donuts on dialysis like a fat fucking ape of a person that it mimicked congestive heart failure. So that's what a piece of shit he is. So I'm just like, hope, you know what I mean?
God.
She's okay. Your mom's gonna be okay.
There's a.
I haven't laughed this hard in fucking
Bro, it's so funny.
I
I'm
needed
so
this.
happy you're on. So there's a. Pardon me. So there are people that were messaging me about this bit, right?
Yeah.
Some are maybe like younger comics, but some just weren't. But like, they actually had good ideas.
Really?
And I retweeted one. I commented one on Twitter to you.
I'll
You'll
check.
eventually see it. But like, and I'm forgetting. So I wish I got their names. But you know, sometimes when you're a little bit further away from something, you have a
Right.
better, you know,
Right.
tag or a
Right.
better way of going at it. And man, one guy said, and again, I don't want to give away the show. You guys can check it out. But like, one guy said it was something about how it was like you have to be upset at the slave owners. Because that's what
Right.
you're saying,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
The
yeah,
slave owners
Yeah.
waste it or something like that.
Right.
Because it's like, look at, I think it was something to the extent of like, look what black people were able to do once they got freedom. Like from nothing, like create all this art, create
Right.
this amazing stuff, you
Yeah.
know? And it's like, you could have had it.
I forget exactly, you know, where it was going, but there was some kind of direction with it, man. It was really cool to see people attached to it. So go check it out, man.
That's exciting. Appreciate y'all.
Did you guys see the Grammys by any chance?
I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it. No.
Yeah. Did you go?
No, I didn't actually go to the actual.
Because you were in LA.
Yeah, I was just doing other shit out there with a bunch.
Did you make it to the Rock Nation brunch?
Funny story about that. I did not.
Right.
Yeah. So the Duce Palooza guys.
You know the bar for a funny story is getting skull fucked at this point.
Yeah.
Funny story about that. So I'd be like, my alarm clock.
It has to be I wasn't able to go because I was getting skull fucked. Yeah. That's why.
It's got to be male rape or it's not funny.
That being said, no, it doesn't live up to the funny metric. But yeah, no, I didn't end up going. No, I did invite, but didn't end up going.
Wait, you had an invite but didn't go?
Yeah, I was supposed to go with Wale.
And then what happened?
Wale got a gig out in DC, so I wasn't gonna go without him.
You couldn't be +1.
Nah, so I just stayed there.
Damn, man, that's fucked up. Yeah.
Sorry, it's not skull fucking, but
no, it's okay. You got skull fucked by Wale.
I did get skull.
Could have been, dude. Diddy is such a force. He really kind of like owned that brunch.
Yeah.
Like if you look at all the pics and stuff like that, it looks like Jay's a guest.
Yeah, this shit's like the Diamond Ball for like black folks.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I don't know what the Diamond Ball is, but yeah.
The shit that they
Some
do
other
every
black
year. No, it's like at the Metropolitan, I think.
The Met Gala?
Met Gala, that's what it's called. I don't know what the fuck I call it.
Diamond Ball.
Diamond Ball. That's Rihanna's shit. Rihanna's shit's the Diamond Ball.
Okay.
Met Gala is the shit that's over here. But yeah, that's what it felt like, man.
Yeah, it was wild. Did you watch the Grammys at all?
No, I haven't. No, I don't know. I know Nicki, you said it's done, and I don't know why. I think Cardi won Rap Album of the Year.
Oh yeah, Nicki's just a wet
Cardi B
towel at this
destroyed.
point.
Yeah, she destroyed her.
Dude. Oh god. Well, yeah. I just think the Grammys are so stupid.
Yeah,
I
I can't
all
watch. I
award
can't
shows,
watch
all
award
award
ceremonies.
shows.
It actually makes me
So-
uncomfortable
It's really
to watch.
uncomfortable, yeah.
Truly, I'm
It
truly
makes me
uncomfortable
sad.
watching it, and I've been skull fucked.
Bro, it's sad. I was thinking about this, right? I'm like, why am I so annoyed at these Grammys, right? At the Grammys, like, and this is the saddest part. And Drake kind of touched on it. And it's
Yeah, I was
something-
about to say Drake really.
Drake touched on it, and it's something I had said prior, right? Which is like, who gives a fuck about the Grammy? If you're touring and people like, it's just with my stand-up. Like, I don't give a fuck about any of these stupid awards or
God,
lists that I'm never on. Like,
cares?
I can sell out shows. People are fuck with me. I can create my own thing. I already won. I don't need to be
Yeah.
on this like variety list or whatever,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
The guy that walked out of that variety show last year, remember that
he's
variety?
probably killing it.
Yeah, he fucking makes $3 million a year.
Exactly.
Like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, so all these people think they won because they got some retweets. It's like,
Oh,
no.
you out of your
the guy
mind?
who said comedy shouldn't be so political or whatever. The white dude that everybody's yelling
Yes. Yeah, that from down south. Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
Whatever.
So,
yeah.
so basically, so I'm looking at this gram. Like, why the fuck does this annoy me so much? And I think this is what it is. It's like, it just shows how unsatisfied entertainers are. It's like you have everything. You have millions of dollars. You have fans. You can tour around the world, and you're so desperate for validation. You're willing to go on TV and potentially lose.
Yeah.
Like an award that's given to you by someone who has no fucking clue about music. What does it prove, the award?
Doesn't mean shit in the long run.
It doesn't,
Yeah.
but like, what does the award prove? What does it prove,
to
the award?
person who knows nothing or just an average person,
Yeah.
oh, he won a Grammy is what it's like a credit. It solidifies you.
Yeah.
It proves you in a certain way to say, oh, maybe I should check her out. Like Casey Musgraves won Album of the Year, so a lot of people are going to be like, I guess I should check her out.
Yeah, that's
because we give the critics power.
Right.
As soon as we realize the critics don't know shit, you know what bothers me about award shows, and more so Oscars and all the acting ones, is these people get up there and they all make speeches about fuck Trump and we need to help poor people. Meanwhile, you are literally gating them off as you walk on a red carpet with a bunch of other
course.
millionaires and pat yourselves in
It's
the back
all
and
fake.
jerk off your own dick.
And Oscars is not. That's not even about. It's just about who had the best publicist. It's all PR.
Yeah,
it's all about
PR. It's all
paying money to.
Yeah.
Right.
And this is not a knock to Cardi. I fucking love Cardi.
Yeah,
I love
she's
seeing
great.
her
I love
on
her
there.
story, yeah.
I love her story. I love how authentic she is. It's not a knock to her, but like, what makes her album better? What is the metric of the Grammys? Is it sales? Then no. Is it the taste of music? Well,
I mean,
some
it's a
people would
combination of
say
a bunch
yes.
of these things, you
Some
know?
people would say no.
Yeah.
Right? Like, there's literally no metric. It's
Right.
a thing designed to sell paper towel commercials. And they know how desperate performers are to be patted on the back, so they'll just get them there to show up. It's like,
Also crazy is we all
It's
say it's art,
insane.
right? Everything we put out is art, and then we're having an art competition. Who the fuck ever thinks art is like a competitive thing that can just be judged? No artist actually believes that.
Right.
My art is not something you can just judge. I can give you reasons why I think mine is better, but like That's not what they're using to figure out the Grammy. Like who's actually the most musically talented or whatever.
How do you figure out? That's what I'm trying to
Drake
ask.
hit the nail on the head. He said, guys who are at the awards that didn't win anything, like this is an opinion-based sport.
Yeah.
Is that a fact-based sport? Just because I have this trophy doesn't mean I did better than this person. And he was about to go somewhere else with it.
Right.
And the producer's like, cut that shit
cut
off.
that
Well,
shit.
see, like, I don't know a lot about I don't know too much about music, but like, say if he wasn't in jail, like would Tekashi 6ix9ine, would he be at the Grammys
He
or
would
no?
definitely be at the
He would
Grammys.
be
Yeah.
there because like that's a guy like he sells as many tickets as anybody, and like he may not win a Grammy. Who cares?
Yeah.
It's
But, I mean, it puts,
meaningless,
it
bro.
puts
meaningless.
being a Grammy Award winner, it definitely puts you in a different like pedestal as far as like, you know, when,
Amongst who?
Oh, to the
Cash?
industry,
yeah,
you're
to
saying?
the industry,
Yeah.
to the industry. Like
But as
for most people,
as we get
just
into
getting
this-
there is an accomplishment in its own.
Fair, but
But-
like as we go into this like stage of the business where it's really just about fandom,
Yeah.
and like the gatekeepers really aren't there, how important is it? Like, did the Avengers win Best Picture? No. But it won $1 billion at the box office.
As a matter of fact, the people who won Best Picture, the movies who won Best Picture, nobody's seen them.
Nobody ever sees
I don't know
those
who the
movies.
fuck
Artists?
Yeah.
What the
What are you
fuck
talking
is the
about?
art? So who's deciding it's best? It's like someone telling you McDonald's it makes shitty food, and it's like word because they sell billions
Like
of
10
dollars
billion
of that
people
shitty
disagree.
food, son.
Yeah.
It can't be bad.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's all
Yeah.
a different scale, man. Like,
Yeah. I feel
Akaash
like
had to step out for a second.
Oh,
but go on.
shit. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like even when Akaash and I, or I think you and Kaz and I were talking about before, like just like how specifically into comedy, like why, like when I was working trying to do promotion for my special, it's like me coming on this podcast is way more valuable than doing the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like, but to the industry, oh, you do the Tonight Show. Wow, let's work with Chris. When in reality, I want to sell tickets. I'm going to sell tickets from here. I'm not going to from Flagrant 2, from any of these podcasts. I'm not going to sell them from doing 5 minutes of my bullshit comedy on the Tonight Show. So I think a lot of people
A watered down version.
watered
of it.
down version because I can't, dude. Literally, I have jokes. But my daughter is half Puerto Rican. I have jokes about her being half Puerto Rican. And I'm imitating her, talking like a Puerto Rican little girl because that's how she talks. And they said I can do those jokes, but I can't imitate her voice. I was like, it's my
Your
daughter.
own daughter.
It's my kid.
Yeah.
And I have to listen to some white fucking idiot with blogger glasses that's dressed like he's the 1950s.
I tell Andrew this
you
a
know?
lot. Like I compare you guys to rappers a lot because stand-up comedians have kind of had to find their own way in like this new
100%.
digital streaming world. So like, especially with the Grammys, there's such thing as the Grammy bump. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're on the Grammys and like, oh, I've never heard of Casey Musgraves, I'll give that a listen. And you got 100 million whatever people watching it.
Right.
That makes sense. But to artists, to creators, like success is measured in so many different ways. Like there's people who are so satisfied with having that Grammy that they don't really give a fuck that they sold like 4 million records. They don't give a fuck that they did all this. But depending on who you ask, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm sure there's certain people who would go up to you and be like, oh, I don't need to have these sellout shows and build my independent fan base. I got a Oscar. I got a Netflix special. I got this thing. And it seems like an antiquated thing for most people.
Right.
But for you guys, like it's
just
rappers
can't-
kind of picked it up quickly, kind of like you guys did.
When I look at the comedy game, I see it 10 years behind the rap game. Like a lot of the blueprint I put out is very similar to how people do it with music. Like I'm basically a SoundCloud comic.
You're a
If you
SoundCloud
think
rapper,
about it.
exactly.
I
Absolutely.
put out my stuff for free for people to listen to, and then I make my money from the shows, right? So I love watching how musicians work in the world, but just with like the Grammy specifically. Let's put it this way. Let's say I have a comedy album, right? And they want me to go and win the award or something like that, right? I'm going there not for the award. I'm going there for everybody who's listened and who's like rode hard for me when I wasn't getting anything. And that isn't for that thing right there isn't for me. It's for them to go, hey, we were right. It's for your fans. Like when you go up there, that shit really, I'm validated as a musician now. It's like, nah, your fans validated you way before. But here's for the day ones who saw something. It's like finally these late motherfuckers see it. Y'all were right.
That makes sense.
You know what I mean? Like that.
I get it.
I would go out of respect to the fans. For me, I could give a fuck about receiving any award, but out of respect
people
for them,
say that and then they actually win it. And then they're like, "Holy fuck!" You know what I mean? Like,
I really wouldn't care. Like when I was at a point in my career where I had
I
nothing.
think I would. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't think you would.
I just like when I was at a point where I had nothing, right? And like man, Chris and I, we probably had conversations this time where it's just like we're just so waiting for something. Hey, we got to show Benders. Yeah.
Montreal, just for laughs, new face. Like, nobody cared. Didn't
we
do
had
anything.
nothing, so we needed those things to validate us.
Yeah.
The second I started to have something, all those things were meaningless. Bro.
Meaningless.
It's like it's like why rich people don't need to dress cool.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, what is Warren Buffett really going to wear that makes him feel rich?
Right.
Nothing. Right? Just open up the paper. What is the Dow Jones at?
Right.
Right? Like, there's no reason for it. So.
Yeah, I agree. And I think like, what you said, like, once you start to get things, it's like, okay, what's really important, what's not? Like, at this point, I honestly, first of all, now, and this just a couple of years ago, it wasn't this way, but now being famous is actually a scary thing to me. I don't want to be the lead of. I don't want to be the lead of a movie. Are you out of your fucking mind? Have my whole life ripped apart? No, thank you. I'd rather just the fans of mine come to my comedy shows and and watch a movie that I put out on my own.
Universal fame is useless now. It's just the same reason why we won't have any more good politicians.
Right.
It's like, why would anybody that's smart go into politics?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, literally, there will be no more.
Every single person
politicians.
who's declared for the presidency this year has all been like, oh, Kamala Harris, she did this. Cory Booker, he did that. And
within
it's like
20 minutes of saying they were going to run, Kamala Harris fucked her boss to get ahead, and Cory Booker fucked a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are politicians. They
Well,
would say they would rip you guys to fucking shreds.
Yeah. Well,
But that's, I think, the beauty and appeal of a Trump.
Right.
Is who cares?
Yeah. Right.
Throw it at me.
He got
I don't
that
give a
billionaire
fuck.
don't care shit though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
But
what I mean?
what we were speaking about before when we were talking about like nobody wants reasonable anymore. It's like that's true to politics now. Like nobody, like John Kasich, right? Like he was the only candidate. Like he seemed reasonable. Like a reasonable candidate is like someone who's like pretty much down the line and they lean left or lean right. Like Obama just leaned left.
Yeah.
He wasn't extremely left.
Yeah.
Like, Bernie Sanders or, Ocasio-Cortez. These people are to the left. Yeah. And then Trump is to the right.
Right.
So it's like that's but because of Trump now, because of that extreme one way or another way, you can't be reasonable by any stretch of the imagination.
Reasonable doesn't get attention.
It doesn't get clicks, man. It doesn't get likes.
Late
I
night
tweeted that shit
shows
today,
aren't worth
man.
it.
Yeah.
Because it's just
the late
reasonable.
night comedy is reasonable. The jokes are reasonable, right?
Yeah.
You need flagrancy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what
I
we're
tweeted
doing
that
here.
shit today, man. Like I said, if Cardi B ran for president tomorrow, she'd win.
100%.
Just because she's all the way one thing.
I'll tell you what,
and
right
there's
now.
nothing you could say to do or do to her that's gonna be like, oh my God, Cardi B did this.
Can't break down
I'll
somebody
tell you
who's
right-
comfy at the bottom.
Exactly.
Right now, if you put anybody, Trump would beat everybody right now.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody the left has to throw, Trump would win because he's so extreme. The left doesn't have anybody as extreme as Trump.
He tweeted the most flagrant shit, bro.
Ocasio-Cortez is gonna run, by the way.
She
I don't
will
know if
run.
y'all-
I
a
believe
lot of
so.
people. I've been saying this, and a lot of people are like, no, and this bitch running.
Yeah, maybe be a vice. She could possibly be a vice
I
too.
think this bitch is gonna run. Oh,
Maybe.
she gonna run. She might get vice. But
She's
like,
popular, man. She's popular.
she
and
definitely
She got
all
momentum.
the way something. Yeah.
She's definitely popular, and it's so funny. This is, I was saying this on Brilliant Idiots. Maybe it was a couple years ago. I was like, what the Dems need. No, this was after the election. Right after Trump, I was like, what the Dems need to do is stop being not Trump and start being something. And what that means is leaning into the extreme version of liberal politics. Right? Just because Trump leaned into the extreme of conservatives. And it's so crazy. And that's why Bernie popped off.
Yeah.
Sure.
He leaned extreme. 80% tax. Say 90. Say you're going to take all rich people
Yeah.
and you're going to murder them.
Yeah,
in Times
college is
Square.
free.
That's it. Just say free. Lie to them. What did Trump say? We're going to build a wall. And they were like, oh, that's not enough? Mexico's going to pay for it.
Yeah.
Just say it.
Yeah, I'm banning countries from flying here. It's like, whoa.
They don't
Okay.
got planes in fucking
Yeah.
Sudan that you got to
Yeah.
worry. Like, how many flights were going from Sudan to
Yeah,
New
the
York?
travel ban on fucking Syria, it's the desert.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? God put the travel ban around them.
There's no Delta flight direct to Sudan.
Nobody's flying
Yeah,
into the
just-
fucking Abu Dhabi.
Exactly,
Yeah.
but it's spicy, right?
Right.
So you get that shit out there that works, and now they're getting spicy.
Yeah.
And it's working, right? This Cortez chick,
Yeah.
she's cute enough where
Yeah.
people like looking at her.
She's very cute.
She got
Absolutely.
a nice little
Sexy.
New York attitude to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
There's like stuff that's already came out, like her dancing and stuff, and people are like,
That
oh,
just
that's
worked.
just her.
It
That's
just worked.
fine. Yeah.
They thought that was
Girl,
gonna.
They thought,
You know? Yeah, they love it.
Yeah, she's the one.
Yeah, her Green Deal. She's like, yeah, no more planes. People are like, yay! You know, so it's like crazy.
No more planes.
That's what she said. No, we're gonna build railroads and give jobs. It's like, all right, lady, whatever you say.
We'll
I'll
see.
vote for you. You're hot.
Yeah,
You know?
shit, she got
Dude,
my
that's
vote,
a
bro.
pop. I mean, that's
It's a popularity contest. And that's
exactly. It's
how
American
always
Idol.
been.
It's the same thing now. In
And
politics.
she has to run in 2 years, I think, because they're gonna tell her this momentum won't last 6 years. It's not gonna keep building. It's building at a frenzied pace right now.
Yeah.
And this bitch is the only savvy politician on Twitter. She constantly got. Anytime she quote tweets some shit, you know she won. You know she's gonna have a better response, and everybody's gonna fucking retweet and like
slick,
it.
you
She
know
got
what I mean? Like,
momentum.
got
She's
good
savvy.
words.
There's
Yeah.
gonna be other people popping up. Whoever her people are gonna be like, this isn't the time.
If I was the Dems, I would say run her as a vice and do the same thing that Palin did. Remember Sarah Palin?
With McCain, yeah.
Just drum, like McCain is going to be boring. Let her drum up all the wild shit, say all the crazy, respond to people. You be the barking dog, and then you have someone who's a little bit more reasonable, right? Who will be your Dem? Because the reason be your president. The reasonable dude is going to bring some people over.
Yeah.
And she's going to drum up all your buzz. She's going to handle Trump so you could take the high road.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
She's gonna be a
I'd
Flavor
partner
She's gonna
her
handle
up.
Trump.
Yeah.
She's gonna be a Flavor Flav. She's gonna be
Yeah.
in the background saying,
But
"Yeah,
who would
boy."
you have,
That's
though?
it.
Who would you have be the
Get
presidential candidate though? It can't be. It can't be another woman.
No, God
know?
forbid.
God.
Absolutely not. Let me think.
Booker, Reggie Miller looking ass.
Cory Booker.
Not Corey. Corey.
What, he a
Is
little
the gay
gay?
stuff gonna? I think the gay
It's
stuff's gonna
not that
help
he's
him.
gay. It's that he's lying. If he was just say, "Yo, I'm gay," then the people would get behind it. But it's like when an actor pretends that he's straight for so long and
Yeah.
then comes out of the closet. He's
It's
like, "No, I don't have
steroids.
work anymore," and it's like, bro, it's like you know, I mean,
Guy, yeah, we know.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, you lied to me, fam.
Yeah.
Just tell me the truth.
I know.
and I'm rocking with
Cory
you.
Booker rubs me the wrong way. You know,
rubs
I'm like,
a lot of
that's
guys
all
the
lying.
wrong
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's called fuck me.
That's what the real brings back old memories.
Oh my God, Corey. Yeah.
like, no wonder
Wait a
he rubs you the
minute.
wrong
He also grew
I
up in
believe in
Ridgewood.
no doors in bathrooms. What? What?
Huh? You hit me in the uvula.
That's the punching bag, right? That's the punching bag.
He hit that. My shorts came down. Like Mike Tyson's punch out.
Yo, man, it's so. It's interesting. I think I would do. I don't know. I got to see more people to come out. Probably not too chick.
Yeah.
Bernie. I would say Bernie should run again.
No. Bernie's not gonna win.
Why?
He's not gonna run again.
Let him run.
Nah, he's got that Hillary thing on. He got that Hillary stink on him.
What Hillary
Why?
stink?
Because if Hillary didn't win, you know what I mean, and she beat
Yeah, but
him.
they stole the election.
They stole
this
it
man.
from him.
Yeah, but there's people that are just like so anti him.
But why?
Who?
A lot of people.
Who are
Like
these
as many people are as anti Booker because like, oh, he's not honest with me.
Yeah.
Those same people that were so gung ho for Hillary, I don't think are gonna be like, okay, I guess we'll give Bernie a try after they just went so hard to get the shit stolen from him.
Nah, bro.
Right.
You give them a chick, so they think they're supporting a chick, and then you give them Bernie. I mean, I think that honestly, the
I think
hardest
the dude
thing
from Texas,
for Bernie,
the dude from Texas,
Beto
Yeah,
O'Rourke.
Beto.
Yeah.
He couldn't even
Beto.
win a fucking governorship. How the hell is he
In
going to run
Texas
for?
though. In Texas, it was like
Texas
it was like a
mad
moral
red.
That
victory.
guy's
I
so
don't fuck with
phony
Beto.
to me.
Beto, mad
Nah,
wealthy,
you know what it
by
was?
the way.
It was like
First
it was
of all,
like,
he's
it was
wealthy
like when
as
the
fuck.
Cavs.
His name ain't
is
Beto.
not even Beto. His
It's
name is
some white shit.
Albert.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
white.
He's just
fuck this dude.
He's
You see, we're doing the exact same shit we just talked about, though.
What you
as soon as
talking
we
about?
bring up one person, we're like, oh, his name's not even really Beto. We're just like,
But no, it's
tearing him
what
apart
if
immediately.
what if so I could get the vote of a certain people? I just started calling myself Hector.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you be like, oh, you're kind of phony. You're trying to win a
Look
popularity
at Carlos
contest with the
Mencia. I mean, he just changed his name and he was like, you
But
know.
he's Mexican.
No, but is he?
Yeah.
Isn't his name
It's-
Ned?
You know what you do though when somebody
Ned.
you got you such a contrarian. This guy trying to agree with you, and you're like, nah, but hold
But
on.
you know what I said about
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, no,
What is
he's
my
Mexican.
point has
Yeah.
always been about Carlos Mencia.
if you look Mexican, you get treated like a Mexican. You're Mexican.
exactly, like you are what people treat you as.
Right.
Right,
Okay.
like,
Which
and
is fair.
he's not even he's not Mexican. He's like El
Honduran or
Salvadorian or
something.
Yeah.
Honduran. It's like,
Yeah.
what was that thing in Bender's? That was the best line. It's
say,
like, you're a bus stop. It's one bus
it's
stop
one,
away.
It's one bus stop away. Yeah.
So like the
he's
worst thing about
Honduran.
him was stealing jokes, not the fact that like he pretends to be like this, Latino Chicano.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, point is, I think we just don't like. I don't like fraudulence, so that's why a motherfucker who kind of runs as him, and that's why Trump won. I think no fraudulence. I mean, he was a piece of shit who owned that he was a piece of shit. He wasn't here to
Right.
pretend to be something else.
He just sold the
he got some
dream,
shitty
bro.
hiding
This
for
shit is
sure.
pimping.
Yeah,
just
he just
sell
sold-
the fucking
yeah.
dream.
Yeah.
He went around with the hat. He said, "Oh, shit is terrible. We got to go back to when it was great."
Talking about the hats.
Wow.
5,000 patrons,
I walk right into that
baby.
shit.
5,000 patrons.
We doing it. We doing it. We doing it well.
This Patreon episode, for those of y'all who don't know,
Fuck.
for those of y'all who have it, first of all, Asshole Army, thank y'all so much for supporting the fastest growing Patreon in the motherfucking world. We got to see where we're at
I
right
respect
now.
that, yeah.
But
It's fucking moving quick.
bro, this shit is insane. So right now, we have over 5,000 patrons. And from the jump when we said we were going to do this, we're like, yo, if we ever get to 5,000 patrons, and at that time it seemed crazy, if we ever get to 5,000 patrons, Akaash is going to wear, well, now we've changed it, but Akaash is going to wear an I Love Pakistan shirt.
Okay.
This is the new one.
This is a new one. I'm going to wear This Is What a Feminist Looks Like shirt.
Nice.
And then Kaz is going to wear the Make America Great Again hat.
Yeah.
Now,
MAGA.
now, yes,
I'm gonna
MAGA
tell you
in the
this.
flesh.
When you first put these goals up,
We
I
have
was like,
5,075 already. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, you have
Let's go,
5,000.
We out here, bro.
baby.
We out here as fuck.
damn, bro.
Playing
out-
around. Keep
we
it
out here.
motherfucking tight, man.
We out
I'm
here
telling
with
you,
them
Chris,
motherfuckers.
this shit is Fight Club.
It really is.
I
I'm
love
not
it,
gonna
dude.
lie.
I'm a
like,
fan.
When you
I'm a
put these-
patron member.
When you put these goals up, I was like, "Oh, this should have been that MAGA heat will cool down by the time we get to 5,000."
The second week, yo, son,
It's fucking heated
I
up.
posted
Holy
4,990 or something like that, right? The second it hit 5,000, inbox flooded, just pictures of you,
All the
with
fucking-
with the photoshopped
I
MAGA
love
hat
it.
on.
Sorry.
It's going crazy. So Akaash cooking up some good shit.
Here's the
Akaash
thing.
sending me images.
You guys have
we
the shit
ordered-
now? Do you have it?
No,
already?
no,
No, we
Oh,
ordered
just for
last
the
night when we hit
Patreon
5,000. It should come by Wednesday, but it might not. I
God
tried to
damn.
pay for whatever shipping I could. I don't know if it's gonna get here because they gotta make it like our shirts and then send them over.
I see.
And if I'm not, I'm going to India. So like whenever, but this will happen. This
Yeah.
will
This will
happen. The
happen.
gear has been ordered. This will happen.
Yeah. The
This
MAGA
is gonna
hat
be
you
a
can
full
get right now.
Patreon
I'm
episode.
glad this is happening on the podcast, and there's enough context to know I don't really fuck with Trump. And
Oh,
people-
shut up. We don't
Fuck
need
you,
the
fuck you, fuck
context.
you. I gotta get this out. When this screenshot comes
Hard being
out,
a black
guys,
man in
please, please.
You don't really fuck with Trump. You fuck with Trump.
Son, and wait till you see the hat we got
Oh,
you.
boy.
You got him one already?
We
Because I got a
ordered.
couple in my trunk.
We waiting on all of it. I hope it comes before
Nah,
Wednesday,
this
man.
one is special. This one just ain't
Oh,
no
it's not
regular
just like- it's not just a
Make
regular-
America Great Again hat. This one is for like the Trumpers, bro.
Oh, my
The
God.
OG Trump fan. This is the one where you're so proud of Trump, bro. Like
And
the
does he have to
most
wear it
proud.
in public for like a
No,
day
just
or
for
like
the
what's
episode.
No, for
oh,
the
the
episode.
episode.
Yeah.
For the episode that's going up on the Patreon. Patreon.com/flagrant2. Thank y'all so much for signing. I realize it's funny. Like I'll get DMs every once in a while. People will sign up. This is how dedicated people are. People will sign up and they'll be like, "Yo, how do I listen?" That's how much they fuck with us, yo. Like, someone would be like, someone would be like, deadass, I've been signed up for a month, bro. I don't even know how to do it. I just fuck with y'all so much. But teach
That's
me how to get that
hilarious.
episode.
Oh
Like that
my
is the
God.
most
That's
fucking
dedication.
devout,
That's
son. It's
dedication.
crazy. So this is what you go. You go to patreon.com/flagrant2, and then you can check out the feed. It almost kind of looks like Facebook, the feed,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you can scroll down, and on that scroll, you see different comments, people posting shit. You're part of this community that we're building, where the flagrancy lives, and there's no holds barred. It's actually absolutely wild. There's a Discord link where shit gets even crazier.
Yeah, the
over
Discord is where
Son.
that's like the rated R version of the
there. Son,
Patreon.
it's just so dope, especially like.
the rated R version of the Patreon,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, dude,
bro.
it's just
Like
so
they
dope.
got different fucking channel. Like they got the Dick Talk channel, not safe for work. Like this
Yeah.
shit is flagrant on there.
So it's divided up in different things. So if you want to have the sports convo here, you want to have Dick Talk, and everybody's always dropping hypotheticals and cool shit. It truly is morphing into this community that we've envisioned.
You know,
so
it
it's
reminds me
very
of
cool to
Twitter
see.
before it got real cucky.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like when you can just
Absolutely,
get in and just get
That's-
your
yeah.
thoughts off, and it's funny, and then you leave, and nobody has.
You know what it feels like? It feels like we're in like some like communist country, and we're like the one like hippie bastion
we
or
the
some
rebels,
shit like
dog.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got this one underground, or like a speakeasy.
Yeah, that's what
It's
I'm about to say. It
literally
feels like a speakeasy.
comedy speakeasy.
That's
Yeah.
exactly
That exists. I know Chris got to run.
No,
You
no,
let
no.
me know
Yeah,
whenever you got to go.
3 minutes, yeah.
But it's a fucking comedy speakeasy. It's so cool to see, especially in this sensitive ass
Yeah,
time.
we're selling the moonshine, man.
Fam,
That's what we're doing.
we got
Yo,
it.
we
bro.
selling alcohol in the 20s, bro.
Real talk.
Yeah, we got a little
It's a
mafia
great thing to
formula.
see.
Yeah.
I love it.
So
I'm a
go
member.
check it, man. We gotta fucking do it. I want y'all to go support it, and then
And
Friday
I'll wear
we'll
the
have that
fucking
kind of shit.
hat.
Yeah.
Like,
But we know.
I can't wait to fucking.
I hope
That's
this
gonna be
shit
great, the
comes
hat.
by Wednesday. If not,
too.
it will still happen. You got to give it a little time, but it's gonna happen. We ordered everything.
Dude,
Yeah.
you're gonna get a lot of people are fucking gonna love that seeing you in that.
I
hat,
know. That,
You can get a lot
that's
of
the
new
type
fans.
people I want.
Dude, my daughter's mom, right, Puerto Rican. Her father, like from Puerto Rico, huge Trump supporter,
Oh,
right?
Latinos love Trump.
Huge Trump supporter.
Yeah.
Because his whole thing was like he loved Donald Trump because he's like I can't. It's like a more chauvinistic problem than there is racist problem. He's like I can't. A woman's not going to be in charge of the country I'm living
God
in.
damn.
That's like what he's saying. So he's like, but this guy's a Puerto Rican guy from Sunset Park. So unfortunately, like he had like a massive heart attack and died. Right, like 2 months after Trump got elected. So, but he was a big, he used to wear the hat every day, buttons, fucking everything. So it was like an open Trump support. It was like wild because I was like, holy shit, like like your daughter, like your granddaughter,
Yeah,
all right,
man.
whatever. But he was just fucking open about it. He like called me a pussy for not voting for him. I was like, I'm sorry, So he passes away, and like my daughter's mom is like really upset, of course, and she's like, look, can you come to the funeral and make the arrangements because I just need you there. She's like, let's be honest, she doesn't have any money. So I was like, she's like, I need your credit. She's like, I need your credit card that has your fucking name on it. I need the ID of the matching. No, I'm kidding. But she was like, she just wanted like emotional support. Yeah, I mean, whatever. I paid for the funeral.
With your tax rebate from Trump, baby.
Absolutely. Yeah. So
my God.
she's like all upset, whatever. And I was dealing with, helping. And then the guy, the guy, I'll never forget. It was this funeral home on 4th Avenue in Park Slope, old school Italian guy, right? Leone's funeral home. And it was like just fucking real deal mafia shit. And he was like, we're going along, and then he says at the end, he goes, what was his political affiliation? We were like, weird, because I didn't know anything about this guy. And then my kid's mom was like, he voted for Trump. And then little fucking tear rolled down this guy's eye. I swear to God. He's like a tear. He goes, that man voted for Donald Trump. And I said, yeah. He goes, okay. He goes, here's the funeral home. He's like, what we like to do, number one, he's like, we like to give you guys for free a Make America Great Again flower arrangement. He's like,
my
we'd like to put it by
God.
the body. And she was like, no, I don't want that. Please, no. He goes, all right, let me just do something. Can I put anything? Can I put a button in there, a sticker? Nothing. She was like, no. So, can't do it. So then he says, and then he goes, well, what? I mean, she just fucking lost her dad, and he's like, what's your problem with this guy? Like, what do you mean? Like, what's your issue with this fucking guy? And now I'm like, am I going to say, like, what do I fucking, what's supposed to do right now? So I'm just like staying quiet, and she's like, no, like, she's being very calm. And he's like, look, he's like, we had a funeral in here. He goes, we had a funeral in here last night, right? He goes, these fucking Hillary supporters, right? He goes, so I told him. I said to the guys, told him, look, do me a favor. He goes, tell me 2 things. All you gotta come up with is 2 things that Donald Trump didn't do that's fucking amazing for this country. Just 2 things. Not bullshit that he called him Anderson Klooper. He's like, an Anderson Klooper says. He goes, an Anderson Klooper doesn't bitch about 2 real problems. If you could come up with 2 real problems that Donald Trump has created for our country, he goes, I'm gonna give you the funeral, the whole thing for free. He goes, guess what? They paid full price. He goes, you can't tell me one thing Trumpy didn't do. He goes, if Hillary would have won,
Trumpy.
he goes, if Hillary would have won, everybody would be cutting their fucking dicks off right now. That's what he said. And I was like, oh my God.
That's reasonable.
Yeah,
That sounds
and then he
reasonable.
gave
yeah.
her, but like, see, the thing is, what Trump supporters do is like what he did is like he did that, and then like because he loved, her father who passed away loved Trump. He gave her the funeral for like 30-40% off. So now
That's crazy.
she's like, you know what? Like, I don't love him, but like, maybe I'd vote for him because, it's like, what the fuck? It's
Really?
just what they do. Yeah.
You know why I
Unfortunately,
like
I'm
this
still
girl
not
though?
gonna
All it took was 30% off. Of
30%
I
know,
know,
it's fucking parts
and
of
maybe
funeral.
this is the beauty of Latina women, because she gave a fuck about your money. I'll never know a girlfriend to give a fuck about the man's money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, you know what I mean? If she wants fucking matching earrings and shoes with her daughter, then, sometimes your father's funerals, you got to take a hit, What do you want, babe? Do you want the fucking, yeah.
Are you good?
Yeah,
You have
I'm good. I'd say a few more minutes, yeah.
Say as long as you got a spot to run to or what?
Yeah, I got to fucking,
You said it was 9:30.
no, 9:45.
9:45. Okay, just making
But,
sure.
yeah.
All right,
I'll leave in 2 minutes.
Whatever you want.
No,
I
I'll
just
leave
don't
in 2
want you to
minutes.
miss your
As
spot.
long
I'll
as
leave
you
it 2
want to be
minutes.
here, we just don't want to get you in trouble.
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't we start talking about some deportes?
That's awesome sports.
There's an interesting thing happened. So the
AAF, Alliance of American Football.
Yes.
Alliance of American Football. This is a fledgling football league, professional football league in the U.S. Had its first games this last week, right?
It's like the Dick Ebersol League, right?
I'm not sure who it is, but
Okay.
maybe
Yeah,
I'll
it's Dick
say
Ebersol,
that.
one of the Eversols.
Okay.
Boom. So there's a bunch of teams, and I don't know exactly how many teams. All I know is that there was a game, and on that same game, the Rockets played.
Yep.
And I want you to guess what had a higher rating.
Yes.
Take a guess.
AAF.
Yeah, I heard it was a solid.
Harden cannot sell fucking tickets. People are not into the style of play. Now, granted, people love football.
Yeah.
Don't get me
That was
wrong.
how I took
And
it.
I want to
was
get
about
into
to say,
that.
to be fair, like when the XFL debuted, like they had similar huge numbers.
Oh,
like,
initial
really.
numbers.
Yeah.
Okay, fair
So
enough.
The difference
that
is-
second week is when it
hits the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
okay,
difference
fair
is when
enough.
the XFL popped off, my general feeling and the feeling I got from people was they were excited this is about to take on the NFL.
Yeah.
Right.
AAF, now we remember what the XFL was, and we're just like, all right, man, you got some shitty players. But, like, there was no ads for it. I remember the fucking ad campaign for the XFL.
Yeah, it
Vince
was like
McMahon
titties
walking
and
on an
shit,
empty
like-
football field. But that's why we were hyped. He got us to buy in. He's walking on an
Yeah.
empty football field. Remember when players played and it
Yeah.
mattered who won and lost.
Yeah.
And then,
It's about it's like the iPhone. It's just being marketed well.
yes.
You know what it is?
AAF
It's
had no marketing. We still gave a fuck.
low expectations. Key
Is
to
it the
life.
same rules as NFL?
Yeah.
I mean, you can fucking take
There's
off
later
someone's
hits.
head.
Yeah, I saw
Dude,
some quarterback at
See,
fucking-
that's a
quarterback-
big.
I don't even think they have the strap for the helmet.
No, they
I
have
think they
to.
should take that off. That would be a really good rule because
Just
this
watch the
guy's
helmets just fucking
fly
fly off.
flew,
Holy
dude.
shit.
That's
The-
awesome.
The helmet flew. But yeah, I think like what you're saying, low expectations, right? Key to life. We went in there not even knowing it was happening, so we went in with a bar with like the lowest possible. All
Yeah.
this has to do is be equivalent to NCAA football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you deliver a little bit more than that, shit, we're happy.
This should be
XFL was going to revolutionize the way we looked at
Yeah.
football, and it didn't. And then boom.
And we expected because we didn't realize it's shitty quality. If you marketed this, and the NFL seems weirdly okay with this. Like they got a bunch of ex-NFL guys, but
The NFL's not affiliated with this at
I
all.
don't think they're
no.
affiliated, but they somehow seem okay with it.
There was some. I think one of the quarterbacks for the Baltimore Ravens who played this year, he was like third or fourth string, had like a good game. I think it was Josh Jackson, one of those guys.
I could believe that.
He's a starting quarterback for one of these AAF
You
teams.
should
Interesting.
market
He's
this
like-
as NFL G League.
That's it.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
And
Like,
you know what? They're happy if it becomes it. It can be like the Euro development thing.
Right.
And dude, I think it's a fucking great idea. The more I realize how useless most players are on an NFL team,
Yeah.
the more I realize how this can be a good scheme. Like, you don't need, like, if the Patriots taught us anything, wide receivers, running backs, they're useless. So now we can get any guys
Yeah.
and have a competitive football game.
yeah.
Boom,
Let's
we're
do
in.
it. Yeah.
Well, that's what the XFL try. I think if you market it again,
think-
low
But the
They had
expectations.
XFL had different
rules.
rules. That's the thing I think that killed the XFL. It's like I want to see like I didn't even know what happened, but you're telling me that you can get those late hits and you can hit like how Lawrence Taylor used to fucking hit
Yeah.
people.
Yes.
I'd watch that over the NFL. I would, because I want to see people get hit.
Well, that's the other thing. They're
Lean
doing
into the flagrancy, man. You
Absolutely.
have to lean
yeah, it
into
was like
how rough
it
it
came
is.
out like around the time the NFL Blitz video games were real hot, so they were trying to make that shit happen in real life.
Boom.
Yeah.
Like having people get fucking body slammed into fucking.
It's the bet.
But
Which
now is the right time
which
because the
we're gonna
NFL
watch.
is like doing all these safety rules, which which isn't bad for the game, but you leave a space open for danger.
Yeah.
And the guys who aren't even playing football, there's nowhere else in the world where they can play football. This is they either
Yeah.
are a bouncer at One Oak or they're playing football. This is the only place that you can go besides that. Yeah, you're willing to get CTE.
Of course.
You get to play the sport of your
It's their
dreams.
choice. It's like with baseball. It's like I guarantee you it would take a little bit, but I guarantee you if you had an all steroid league, that would eventually sell more tickets
be
than
fire.
a non-steroid.
Oh, without a
Or if you
doubt.
had one, I think baseball should have at least one batter a game. You could give them an aluminum bat and just let them fuck.
I thought you were gonna say one batter day that gives steroids.
Give some, no, but put hockey boards up and just because listen, we're done. I think as America, we're just done with the PC. We're done with now. You're taking hits out of football.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna lose ratings. Not in our lifetime.
Right.
You know, I think the next 50 years, NFL's gonna be fine. I don't think it's going anywhere. But I don't know if it's gonna be here in 100 years. You got to start hitting people again. These people pay. It's like any of the players don't care. The players actually are saying that they feel like they're getting more injuries because they can do less. They're like slowing themselves down because they don't want to get penalized. So now they're hitting somebody awkwardly.
Yeah, because there's always gonna be that one person that pulls up a little too much.
Yeah.
But when everyone's going full blast, it's better than being like,
Bro,
okay, let me.
Rugby players don't
Stop
get
and-
concussions.
Yeah.
They
That's
get
'cause
very
of the
few
pads.
concussions.
Yeah.
The pads are what hurt you in football.
Right, because
Nah,
you feel,
rugby apparently though is another. The guy who like the who's the Nigerian doctor that made all the CTE discoveries? He said there's
From the
4
World Cup
sports.
Godfrey?
movie.
Concussion.
Yeah.
That's exactly how he said it, right?
Concussion.
He said there's 4 sports you should stay away from: boxing, rugby, football, and one other. I don't
Listen,
remember.
rugby's not good for you,
Right.
but compared to football, there's way
Fair.
less injury, and it's because with football you can literally use your body
Right.
as a moving vehicle. Just throw it into
like a
another
missile.
human. That's it.
Yeah.
Whereas rugby, you have to like tackle with your shoulder because if you tackle with your head, you're gonna hit your head fucking cracked open.
Yeah, that's true.
In a weird way, the pads made football more dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
I get it. I gotta go.
My
See you
man.
later,
All
podcast.
right,
Yo, that's
bro.
Chrissy
Yeah.
D.
Thank you for
Yes,
having
sir.
me.
Thank
Check
you
out my
guys.
podcast, History
Take a
Hyenas,
quick
on my
pic.
special.
Well,
pick
Size
before-
38.
Take a pic. All right,
Standing,
pause
standing.
this.
All right, we're gonna hold on for
Sorry
a
about
second,
that,
guys.
boys.
It's
Nah, it's
okay.
all good, bro.
All right, let's take a break for a second, pay some bills here. We got to thank again Adam and Eve for supporting today's episode. Remember, this is free stuff. This is Valentine's. You are going to be spending some bread on your girl. Why don't you get some free stuff while you can? You're going to get some Jimmy hats. You're going to get some lube if you're going to do some fun things. All right? What you can do is you can buy one item. You get half off of it. All right? But once you do that and you put our offer code in Flagrant, you're going to get free shit. 10 items, okay? You're going to get 6 free movies. Then you're going to get a mystery pack that includes an item for him, an item for her, and a special toy you'll both enjoy. All right? That's free stuff. Plus free shipping. That's a lot of free for Valentine's Day. All right? You're already spending tons of money, hopefully coming to my show in Raleigh, North Carolina. Akaash Singh will be there.
Yeah.
And so will AlexxMedia. Unfortunately, Kaz will not.
No,
I'm
I won't be
heartbroken.
there, but for good reason.
Which you're going to tell us in 1 second.
Okay. Yeah.
So make sure you get the free Valentine's Day stuff. Head on over to adamandeve.com and make sure you use the offer code Flagrant. That's FLAGRANT. Flagrant, because without there's no free stuff. Just go get your things. Get some condoms. Get something. Get some lube. Get some shit like that. Get your half off. Get your free. Make your girl happy. Make your boy happy. Now, Kaz, tell us where you're going to be when you're not with us.
Yes, sir. Next week and next Saturday I'll be at Los Angeles hosting the Halftime is Uninterrupted show for All-Star Weekend.
Okay.
With Carlos Boozer, Nate Robinson, and Willie Cauley-Stein from the Sacramento Kings. We'll be talking about the first half of the NBA season, giving away some mid-season awards, talking a lot of shit, trying to keep it as flagrant as possible under LeBron's umbrella. So, if you guys can't make it out to Charlotte, I would appreciate if you guys would check out Halftime is Uninterrupted on their Twitter, website, Facebook, streaming, everywhere.
Go peep that. Support the homie. And again, Raleigh will be there 2-14, so that's Valentine's Day. The 16th, we're going to be in Charlotte. All right. We got 2 shows at the Comedy Zone. Akaash coming with me as well. AlexxMedia down there as well. San Diego, I'm going to be there the 22nd and 23rd, and then LA the 28th. This is all of February. And that will be my last full Views from the Sis show. I think we got some tickets left for that second show. First show is sold out Thursday. So make sure you gobble those up. Now let's get back to the show. And we're back. Okay. Yeah, I think that another viable option for football is definitely possible, especially because of how boring, mind-bogglingly boring, pure baseball season is. If anything, I think the AAF
Should be a summer league.
AAF.
it came too early.
Yeah.
Pause.
Now just anything sexually is gay.
Yes.
Dude, that's why the pause game is the gayest thing. It's like you
You're
come
always
too
thinking
early.
about it the gay way.
Yeah,
Like, it's
you're
never-
making yourself gay by thinking
You know
about
who
it.
probably big
yeah.
into the pause game? The dudes who skull fuck Chrissy.
It's gay, bro.
That story was wild.
Yeah,
son.
dude, it was. So it's like, dude, Chris went through waters. Dude, look at that.
My man was traumatized. He was drinking water to deal with the fucking reliving a past trauma.
Put it during the summer. You put it during the summer, that league it's not going to kill, it's not going to replace the NFL.
Yeah.
But we will fucking watch out of sheer baseball boredom.
Yeah. That fucking boring ass May to early August period when it's just baseball on SportsCenter and like tennis on SportsCenter is the worst possible time for sports. So if there's any if the AAF is anything like it's been the past couple of days, the past couple of weekends, I'm all for it. I'm all
You
for
know
it.
where the
That's something.
XFL actually? So the coach of the Dallas XFL team was on the ticket. Bob Stoops, Oklahoma coach.
That's a
Oklahoma
huge
coach.
get. Yeah.
Huge get. But he said something that was interesting. I caught a little bit of the interview. He said, we're not trying to, and this is, I think, the XFL smart too. We're not trying to replace the NFL. I love the NFL. We just know that there's a lot of months where there's not NFL, and we want to help you get some football in those months. So
a
these
great way to
leagues
look
are
at it.
getting smart about, and then that might be the approach. Like you said, lower expectations. So now maybe
Shit.
20, 30 years down the road or however long,
Who,
you
like
might
Oliver
actually
Luck, I
get
think,
bigger.
is the
And
commissioner too.
Oliver Luck is, he's helping with the.
Is that Andrew Luck's
Luck's
dad?
Yeah, he's a very well-respected dude. So these two new football leagues are being smart about it. They're like, we're not trying to. The XFL the first time was kind of taking on the NFL head on.
That's what every like.
That's more so Vince though.
Fledgling
Yeah.
drug dealer says, right? It's
Yeah.
like, no, I'm not coming on your territory, fam. I'm just gonna sell my shit over here. But like,
Right.
we can even work together. Matter of fact, send me your connect. Blah blah blah.
Right.
And then eventually, once it gets popping,
Yeah.
it's like, hey, I gotta take over. There's nothing.
Right.
I can
I mean, that's the Vince influence though, man. He thrives off like competition.
But he
So
needed
it's
to pump the
like-
brakes on
That's-
that.
yeah.
I mean, clearly he's learned his lesson.
Right,
Like
right.
after the shit went south, he's got some real football minds behind it. He's marketing it a little better. You know what I'm saying? He's got
Bro, the
some time.
letdown was enormous. I remember
Huge.
being hyped for the XFL. I was in like 9th grade or
Yeah,
something
like
like
nicknames on the back of the jerseys.
It was
Yeah.
too much.
Shit.
Like,
And I was hyped. Oh, he hate me. That's kind of cool. Put whatever name.
Yeah,
But then the
yeah,
football was so bad. You were like, yo, this ain't better.
and why was the football bad? That's what I didn't understand. It's like, it can't be worse than college because they all played in college. There has to be
Because you don't even get. It's like a shitty college game. Like you're not getting
Yeah.
the best college players who are going to the NFL.
Yeah,
the
but there's
guys
only
who
a
move
few of them
tickets-
on each team.
Sure, but they're there. You got a couple blue chip players, and that's the games we fuck with hard. And you have no loyalty. Like if I go to OU or
I
whatever,
understand that.
even if they're bad,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
in.
I understand
I
that,
honestly
right? You
think
went to the school, so you have to continue. No, have to, but you feel this loyalty to the school. I get that.
Also, probably they had millions of dollars to pay the best coaches. XFL don't have that budget.
Okay, so there we go. If like we said on a podcast where football is literally war and the best general wins, it's got nothing to do with the player or very minimal to do with the players on the field
Yeah,
or the
I'd
chess
say
pieces.
it's 60-40 coaching or 50-50 or whatever, something like that.
I think it's 90-10.
I think Belichick influences us more than.
Here's a good question. Put Belichick on the worst team in the NFL. How long before he's in the Super Bowl again?
So put him on what? The Giants?
Are the Giants the worst?
Worst.
I mean,
second worst, or
when
the
he didn't have Brady, he
49ers?
went 11-5. He didn't make the playoffs, but he went 11-5.
And that's a playoff record. Let's be honest.
But that's still.
So you don't think Belichick takes the Giants these year's Giants with Saquon Barkley, Odell Beckham, and Eli Manning? You don't think he takes them into the playoffs?
Oh, no.
Some championship?
Not only do I think that he does, I think within 4 years of being the coach on any team, he's back in the Super Bowl.
Yes, but you're also talking about the best coach ever, maybe in any sport.
That's
Like,
true.
He's so exceptional.
That's true.
Aaron Rodgers, one of the best quarterbacks ever. Mike McCarthy doesn't get any respect. He will get you in the playoffs pretty much always.
That is true, but let's change the sport now. Let's do the best basketball coach ever.
Right.
I don't even know who that is.
Football.
Phil
Football is
Jackson?
much more warlike because there's more pieces on a chessboard. That's 22.
So that's what I'm saying. So knowing this,
How many pieces are on an actual chessboard? It's not. Is
11
22
each?
each?
Yeah,
It's not
maybe 11.
each. It's definitely not. Because
oh,
you
there's
go
2 rows too. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Matt Pons.
48.
Yeah, yeah.
Pons ain't number lineman.
Basically, yeah.
Okay, so just if you take that coach, if you get the elite coaches, and that's the first thing the XFL should do. They shouldn't don't throw money at the players. The players are going to come because they're literally bagging groceries or they're playing a professional
Right.
sport. It's not like basketball players. If you don't play in the league,
Yeah.
you go to fucking Spain and you make
Yeah,
$250,000
That's
a
another
year.
thing, man. Like the thing why basketball has been so successful, not the NBA, just basketball as a sport in
Yeah.
general, is that like one, the athletic competition has kind of skyrocketed since the past time,
Boom.
the last time the XFL started. So you got that, you got social media. There's so many like college stars that I'd love to watch play right now that I know aren't gonna get a fucking lick of time in the real NFL. So like you wouldn't go watch Johnny Manziel, play quarterback for somebody, or Colin Kaepernick, or all these like really popular guys in college football or in the NFL and play on the off season, not competing with the NFL or any other sport for that matter. If you put it in the summertime, of course you're gonna watch that.
And you're going to have the whole Canadian Football League play.
Yeah.
I don't think Canadian Football League is in the summer,
No,
right?
I don't think so.
I'm not
No.
exactly sure, but I don't think it is.
Right.
They're going to come down and play because they're only making $30,000 a year to do that. So okay, I'll make another $30,000. Now I'm making $60,000 a year to play
Potentially,
20
yeah.
football games or however
Yeah.
many football games it is.
Yeah.
I mean, you can put your body through that if you need. We're talking about people who are literally doing almost minimum wage jobs a lot of these guys, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like, especially if you left college early thinking you were going to make the league, you didn't get your education. You know what I mean? Like, and you're not able to coach within the program that you started. Some of these guys go and coach high school. You're not making a lot of money.
My one response to that is there have been, like, the Arena Football League was a thing, but it's the same idea, right? You should be able
People
to get...
went.
Yeah, but you didn't really watch it on TV, and they weren't playing in any massive kind of stadium.
But it's
like, how many Arena Football games did you actually watch on TV? Beginning to end?
Just highlights.
Yeah.
But it's still definitely way more successful than the XFL has been.
Yeah.
You know what I
It's
mean?
still
So, like,
around,
yeah,
Arena,
it's still
right?
around, exactly. Like it's still.
And
still
XFL kind of was, our Arena was like, we're gonna morph this into our own thing.
Yeah,
high
they
scoring.
get high checked into the walls and
Yeah.
shit like a
Walls.
hockey game.
Arena
yeah.
is odd. It almost feels like trampoline basketball.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah,
sport,
what was that?
trampoline
It
Slam
feels
ball.
like that.
Where it's
Yeah.
like
Slam
this
ball is the
isn't
shit, though.
or slam ball. It's like, but it's
Yeah.
like this isn't basketball. This
Yeah.
is just the dunking element of basketball, which isn't even my favorite part. You realize how little you care about dunking when you watch the only dunking.
What do you see? That's the thing. Like you take
Yeah.
the special thing and you do too much of it. It doesn't
It's
become
like, oh,
special
it's not
anymore.
special.
Like if it's 2 or 3 amazing dunks a game, that's great. But if every fucking point somebody getting dunked
It's a
on,
dunk.
it
It's
loses
like,
all meaning.
okay, I'm done. It's like a home run in baseball. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's fun. When it is it?
It's not
Is
fun.
that even fun at all?
The fact that fucking Bryce Harper and Manny Machado, I don't know. I don't watch baseball, but I know they're 2 very like good players.
Yeah.
They're still on free agency. Like they still haven't signed to a team. Like, and because those guys are the big dominoes, there's
Right.
still like 100 free agents who haven't been signed yet.
So everybody's waiting for that domino
Yeah.
to fall before it
It's
happens.
like if LeBron had the decision and was just like, "No, I'm just gonna wait." Just
Like,
like,
I
I
feel like we
just
already
wait.
did the non-sports part of the podcast.
Yeah,
I don't know
sorry.
why we're bringing
We
baseball
talk about the
into
Grammys.
Yeah,
we
that's
talk
true.
about-
Yeah, you could put Ben. What's his name?
Who?
Who are you talking about? Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper.
Oh,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
real quick, we got to salute Stylebender, man.
Oh shit!
Izzy!
Yeah.
Asshole gang in the building,
Gang, gang,
asshole
gang.
army. Shouts
Handle
to
business
Izzy,
out there,
man.
bro.
Yo,
Took
man.
down the goat.
Took
dog.
down the goat. And listen.
Respectfully took down the goat too, which I appreciate.
Well,
We
I
can
didn't
talk
watch the
shit.
whole. I watched the fight on Periscope. I stole it. My bad. It's because I was doing shows all night on Saturday, so I couldn't be by the pay-per-view. But I supported visually at least. And but yo, man, it was just so crazy to see really destiny play out.
Yeah.
Like even when he was here, I think he even said he's like, I'm gonna headline a fight in my hometown.
Yeah.
Or in my home, back in like Australia. He's from New Zealand. But
Melbourne,
like,
yeah.
So he ends up getting the UFC 234 in Melbourne, right? And then the main event cancels the day of the event.
So, now it's
So
didn't know
Kelvin
that.
Gastelum was supposed to fight Robert Whittaker. They cancel, so his fight gets pushed up to the main event, and then he takes out the greatest MMA fighter in history, Anderson Silva. Not takes out, but he won a
He won.
convincing decision.
Yeah.
And did it in amazing fashion, man. I'm so fucking proud
He's
of
really
him.
dominated.
yeah.
It seems like.
He definitely
Dude.
dominated. He definitely showed off that star quality like that we saw.
Fucking
You know
superstar,
what I'm saying?
bro.
The way he handled himself with the media all week and the fucking poses and the
listen.
Naruto shit. Like
Everything
that,
was
yeah.
everything was so well done, and people don't realize this. The fight game is not about. He happens to have skill. But
Yeah.
the fight game ain't about skill. Logan Paul fought some other YouTube guy named KSI and made more money than all these fighters make.
Yeah.
Remember, it's about selling
Yeah.
the fucking fight. It's wrestling. We'll
prize
watch a
fighting.
fake fight if it's sold right.
Yeah. Yeah. It's prize. It's called prize fighting for
For
a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this kid,
He's a
man,
superstar.
Izzy
He's a
is a
superstar.
fucking superstar.
He's a godsend for the UFC because with the John Jones shit popping off.
Bye,
and
John.
Like
We don't need
Amanda, Amanda Nunes just mowing through anybody who's even conceivably marketable in
Yep.
the women's division. Like, you guys needed a star.
Yeah.
And this guy looks like he's going to be it. You know what I
Side,
mean? Like,
side
we-
note: Amanda Nunes or Nunes, whatever,
Nunes.
is frightening for UFC because their whole model has been built around cute chicks are good at fighting, right? Cute straight chicks are good at
Yeah.
fighting. Amanda Nunes is just a bull dyke that is amazing at
A
fighting.
Brazilian bull dyke.
The
that is
Brazil,
just-
she should call herself that. The Brazilian bull dyke.
BBD.
The BBD, bro.
the BBD of the UFC.
Who is incredible.
I've
She
seen
is
this bitch in the Bronx,
fucking
I'm
great to-
nice.
she's
Son,
great to watch.
she could be a 3-division champ.
Oh,
I
yeah,
bet
she probably
she's
will.
fucking. She's unreal with it. Power. You don't see that power with girls. All right, so back to Izzy, right? So Izzy sells the fight from before. He goes to the open workout, and other fighters got to pay attention to this shit. The selling of the fight happens the months up to it. He goes to the open workout, right? And the dude, at the end of the open workout, you're doing your boxing, you're doing your kicking, you're doing all that kind of stuff. He has music. There's some like fun choreography he's doing with the guys. At the end of the workout, the motherfucker drops the people's elbow
Starts doing
on the guy.
Yep. Pro wrestling shit.
That is a clip. That's
Showman.
content.
Yeah.
That is content that's going to go. And then when everybody sees that, they go, oh, is there a fight? Oh, there's a fight this weekend.
Yeah.
Interesting. Right? And he's showing that you can hype a fight without just calling somebody a terrorist. Like McGregor's thing is, you ain't shit.
You're gonna hate me.
You're going to hate me. Fuck you. I'm going to say the most disrespectful thing ever. And that gets people going. This was, hey, this fight, I can have fun and enjoy.
He's charisma personified, man. Like
Fam.
he got the little kids, the fucking Naruto poses, and the cool.
Does a
nickname.
cartwheel
like,
in the
it does
ring beforehand. That's going to go.
Bro, he's got it, bro.
On ESPN, he's
He's
walking
got
a
it.
cat in their version of 24/7. He's just walking a fucking cat. He's got a cat in his purse or wallet or something like that. You're like, what the fuck is going? Who is this guy, dude? It was very well executed. And if you are a up and coming fighter or your friend is an up and coming fighter, watch the blueprint.
Mm-hmm.
The blueprint is set up there. That is how you do it. Even if it's on the smallest level, if it fights in your local town, hype the fight in that way. Everything is content. Every interview you possibly do is content. Use it, abuse it, man, because this kid is a star.
The brilliance of him is that he always said this on, if you follow his Instagram, calculate everything is calculated, everything is thought through. Man, every fucking thing. This guy's a genius. He has thought through every fucking thing he's gonna do.
And he's been in the fight game a minute. A lot of these guys, this is like their first. They do a couple fights and then they get in the UFC, right?
Yeah.
So they're kind of thrown in. He's fought at the top of kickboxing, so I think he learned from all the mistakes, etc. Coming up in these kickboxing Muay Thai world. He's like, okay, I could have marketed that better. Boom, boom. So now when you have the third time around, it's like, I'm ready to go.
Right.
I know it worked. I failed and I learned what I have to do to succeed, and I would not be surprised if the next fight is in Nigeria, man.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's definitely happening.
I mean,
that's
or
if
if I'm UFC, I bring him to Vegas or New York. I bring him to America.
You gotta
and it's
get
like,
him up there first.
America, here is your
he's,
guy.
He's the right dude at the right time because
already
he's
set it up.
Nigerian.
He set it up.
In a post-show interview, he
What
was
was he
like,
saying?
I think I'm going back home. Like he talked about going back
So
home.
smart.
He's already setting
He's
it up.
already known
Yep.
it. And I get. Listen, back when I boxed, I had a little like smoke or whatever like that. How nervous I was and how fucking like the only thing I could focus on this. The first time I did a special, right? Or first I couldn't think of a day past it.
Yeah.
Comedy special. I was so nervous and so excited about that one thing. It is an amazing ability, and this is not just in fight sports, but in anything, to recognize the big moment and plan for what happens when you are victorious prior. Because, you could lose
and
and
the
that could not
confidence
happen.
that takes, because
Is insane.
you're
you gotta
so
be
nervous
prepared.
about jinxing yourself.
Yep, 100%.
Nah, man, I don't want to think about that. I don't want to get too cocky. I don't want this to fuck up. But there is a fucking confidence and a brilliance to being able to be like, what's after this?
And
What's
he's earned
after
this,
this?
and that's what you see when you see how he acts after the fight and how the content kind of rolled out because he's earned that confidence.
Boom.
You know what I'm saying? Like you got to be super fucking nice to be like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna beat this guy, and then I'm gonna do all this, and like it's the UFC should thank their fucking stars they got.
Lucky
this dude
stars.
right
Who's
now,
his next
man.
fight?
I think they got to give him the title. If I'm the UFC, I give him the title in America. The kid becomes household name. Hopefully you give him a title with somebody who's a good sparring partner, but I mean that in terms of like shit
Entertainment
talk.
value.
Entertainment value. Someone who else can bring something else to the fucking table because
And you
if
put on
guys-
ESPN.
I don't-
Someone put on
listen,
pay per view. Put on ESPN, dude.
And here's the thing: if you have a guy who doesn't speak the language and is just like barely getting through English, it's like it's hard to have shit talk between them.
Yeah.
It's hard to spice things. It's gonna be all on him.
I'm a guy who knows very little about UFC, so talk to me.
Me too.
The first shoot, well, you know much more than me. I know next to nothing. I know him, and I know two other guys, and that's why I'm going to suggest them as fights.
Right.
Khabib,
Right.
are they different weight classes?
Different weight classes. Yeah, yeah.
Conor McGregor, are they different weight
Different weight
classes?
classes. Yeah, yeah.
So I don't know who's in his weight class that I would know.
You know who
middleweight.
You know what I would put him up against? I wonder if one of the Diaz brothers can come up to middleweight. How much does Nick Diaz fight at? Because they're just
That's a good name. You gotta feed him some names.
and
you
they're
know what I'm saying?
authentic. Like he's authentic. They'd probably both respect each other on somewhat,
Yeah.
but it'd be a good physical fight. They're both strikers.
Yeah.
They're not gonna be on the ground fucking making out the whole time.
Yeah.
I think it would be a great fight. You introduce them. to America.
Yeah.
And then right after that, prize fight, Lagos, Nigeria. You do it in a fucking football stadium.
It's the same way you do with pro wrestling, bro. Like leading up to WrestleMania, if you got the guy who wins the Royal Rumble. This is his Royal Rumble. He has this big moment against his legendary guy.
Right.
Then you got to give somebody what's called a heater, right? A guy you know he can beat, but has a good name. That's why the Diaz brothers are like perfect.
That's the heater.
Perfect example. You know what I mean? You give him a few of those heaters, and then boom, call out the champion at the big stage, yada yada yada. You put it in the stadium. You sell out fucking 100,000 fucking tickets, and then there
It's
you
off.
go.
It's over after
you
Here's
that.
go.
what I'm asking though. Who's the big star he can
Middleweight.
fight?
Nick Diaz is middleweight, but go on.
Who's the big once he beats a Nick Diaz? Who's the other household name that's gonna
It's got to
make
be a
him-
title fight. So like if he doesn't fight if the heater fight isn't a title fight, he's got to fight probably Whitaker. I think Robert Whitaker is the middleweight champ. So maybe when he recovers from his like hernia surgery, they fight each other in Lagos. So he has one more and then title, or he does interim title. Is the next one?
Then they do title for title.
Boom.
Yeah.
But I think for marketing purposes, this is kind of great. This is kind of the great thing about the UFC. Dana White just makes people fight whoever the fuck he wants. Ain't no, oh, you're ranked 2, so you get the mandatory shot like in boxing. Like it's what is most exciting?
Styles make fights.
Styles make fights.
Yeah. That's
And-
some old shit.
Shit talking styles make fights too.
Yeah, that's not limited just to combat. Like him and Diaz would be fucking great fucking television for weeks ahead of that. Because Diaz don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck, but he knows how to really like carry himself. And Diaz is like we've seen him get his ass beat a few times,
Yeah.
but he's still gonna talk his shit.
But
Yeah.
can
So-
Nick Diaz fight though? Because he
I
got in
think he
trouble
was
with
suspended.
the smoking shit.
And this is why the UFC is kind of corny. Is like he got suspended for fucking smoking weed, and
Yeah.
like Brock Lesnar's done roids.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like John Jones has done coke and roid. Like
Oh,
they've
yeah.
done all this fucked up
Oh, it's
shit.
like a
Very
mic. A
NFL
mic.
of them.
Very NFL.
Real talk. Some
Yeah.
people get suspended, some don't. Talking about suspensions, let's kick this into high gear.
Okay.
Kareem Hunt is
Oh.
back on an NFL team.
Did I not call this shit the second he got cut? The second he
Baby,
got cut.
you put the blueprint on how this was gonna play out, and it
Exactly.
almost went exactly to
I
the
mean,
T.
100%. We
Yeah.
need to link that. We need to get that out there so
Yeah.
motherfuckers can know we be predicting everything.
Yeah.
At the exact audio. Wait, did you pick the exact team?
No. I
Did
didn't
I
know.
pick the team?
I know if the Browns would get him. Maybe you did.
I think
Maybe
I
you
might have
did.
even said the Browns.
Maybe.
Listen, I know I didn't know who would sign him, but I
Yeah.
know he's a smart signing. He walked his little corporate steps. He's running
Fill
back.
everybody in who forgets the story. Just
So Kareem
or
Hunt
our new listeners,
was
yeah.
a Kansas City Chiefs
superstar
star.
running back.
Star. Didn't have like star power, but was like a game changer.
Yeah.
Kansas City offense wasn't quite the same when he left. If he's playing on that Sunday, they
Might
beat
be
the
a different
Patriots,
game.
and I don't think it's a question.
Might be a
I don't think it's a
different
question. Very versatile player. And then a video came out of him physically assaulting his girlfriend. He shoves her a couple times. She's on the ground
It
at
was
one
his girl.
point.
I think it was just a girl.
Some white girl. It's
Yeah,
a white
yeah.
girl that's worse.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
So then she's on the ground, and then he kind of kicks her a little bit, and a little like a kickstand, like he puts himself out like a kickstand.
It was like, get out of here, kids.
Yeah.
It wasn't like.
It was like a foot nudge. I wouldn't even say a kick.
It was a move. You're moving a flower pot.
Just a little kicksy poo.
It's a little tiny. Look at this. What is that? It's like.
But Cleveland definitely said like, how bad do you want to win? Like that's the way they should have positioned this signing.
Dude,
like,
what is more abusive? Going 0-16 or just giving a little butt kick to a girl? Like, that's motivational.
Long-term emotional abuse, or one gentle physical.
If someone asked me, would you rather Kareem Hunt, right, just give you a little booty nudge, or would you rather the Knicks not win a single game in a whole season? I'd be like,
Let me tell
Kareem,
you
why don't you
something.
put that toe right up my ass? I don't give a fuck. Deep in my ass. Bury that fucking toe. Put on some Mexican cowboy boots with like the snake skin mouth. I want the snake's mouth at the beginning.
Don't even
and
gotta
then you
lube the toe.
Nothing.
Just put it in straight ashy.
That's it. Dry with some sand on it. I don't give a
Calluses on
fuck.
the side.
I'll be honest. I think the Chiefs are probably tight. They didn't get him back.
Yeah, I would be. I would
And
be, man.
I was thinking about teams he could go to. I didn't think the Browns would be high on the list.
Yeah,
How
they
fucked
seem
up
like
is
they were
it?
really in on Nick Chubb, right?
It would be
Yeah, well,
insensitive
he's not-
of us
He's a
to
weapon, dude, man.
re-sign Kareem Hunt. It would be insensitive. Your name is the Chiefs. Clearly, you don't give a fuck. You want to talk about abuse victims. You want to talk about people who have been kicked in the ass.
Oh, they've been kicked around a lot.
Them Chiefs have been kicked around.
Boy, they kicked them right off their land.
Damn right. Probably by a guy named Hunt. Definitely not Kareem.
Yeah, definitely. I think the Kareems came a little
some
later.
kind of hunting was involved. It was a hunt for damn sure. It was hunting.
Hunting them scalps.
Football-wise, does this seeing Baker Mayfield this year and just the way the Browns kind of made that push?
They're going for it. They're going for it.
Like football-wise,
I also said
hell
this
of a
about the
signing.
Browns.
Yeah.
I said this about the Browns, and when they kept Hugh Jackson, I said they're not worried about 2016, whatever last year was, 2018. They're talking about 2019. You better fucking prove it in 2019. That's when they start going after it. Because they got all their draft picks, they got their quarterback, give them a year, and now we fucking go after it. When you sign Kareem Hunt, you going after it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You trying to shove the competition to the ground. It's not a fucking question. Throw them out the way. Just move the competition out the way. And it's a good signing for Baker Mayfield, man, because he got run support.
You gotta protect that kid, man.
You got run support in
Yeah.
Nick Chubb. So that's what you're saying. Is this not? But he's not just a running back. He's so versatile. He is a pass-catching running
He's
back.
a Le'Veon Bell.
Deep
He's
ball.
a Le'Veon Bell. You put him on the field and you make plays.
Better receiver than Le'Veon Bell, and I don't even think it's close. Like, he's a deep threat. This guy is a wide receiver. He is a running back. If you're in a pinch and your kicker gets hurt, he's right there. You know what I mean? a little pooch kick. You need a little pooch kick? That's your guy.
If Cleveland don't give a fuck, he does the first kickoff of the season. Real talk. Real talk. That's what I would do. I'd lean into that shit. Like, you're not going to call us abuse victims. Boot that shit out first and then watch him kick it 10 yards. It's like, what's this bitch complaining about? Motherfucker can barely kick a football. You ain't going to kick a white bitch's ass?
Real talk? You need an onside kicker? That's a tough thing.
Yo!
I know the guy, though. I know the guy.
We need to make that meme. The first time, we need to make that meme. The second anybody listening to the show right now gets a picture of Kareem Hunt on the sideline with the kicker, they don't even have to be talking. But if it looks like they're talking, they're in the same picture, get that to us, screenshot. We're putting that out there.
Yo, you know the Rams kicker is the leg, he the foot. Kareem Hunt the foot. Kareem the foot.
Footatron.
Bro, he didn't even look like he was kicking her. He looked like he was saving his cell phone. You know when your cell phone slips out your hands, you're just like, whoop,
Put your foot out, break the fall.
That's it. He was just doing a little bobble.
Fuck.
Kaz is taken out of here. He's going to practice kicking someone. So Cleveland, you believe in Cleveland next season?
I don't believe in them necessarily, but I know they're going after it. I don't know if they're the team, but I know they're going after it.
Good enough?
I don't think so.
Is there a sophomore slump with quarterbacks?
You hear about a sophomore slump a lot. I know Dak had one, so like it's a thing that happens. But the quarterbacks is tough to predict year to year. It seems like, but Baker seems like the truth. He seems like he's super accurate, which is that's like the most important thing for a quarterback. He's got that fucking
confidence,
that moxie. People follow him. He's a leader. Yeah. I know what's his name, Cowherd, who has no real takes to me. He tried to say like he wasn't a leader and all that bullshit. It seems like Baker's teammates fuck with him.
Yeah. I fuck with him.
I'm a big Baker. You know I've been a big Baker fan.
Yeah.
I love an arrogant white dude.
Yeah.
We don't allow white guys any confidence. It's very refreshing when one comes around.
Yeah.
That's why we're friends.
Respect.
Yeah.
All right, what else we got, Akaash?
Let's see. We got mad NFL shit. Is there one more? I think there might be one more mad NBA shit, but there might be one more NFL. Oh, Kyler Murray going to the Combine, and this just dropped. We're recording this Monday night. His agent or somebody said he is fully committed to being an NFL QB. Which seems like it's saying, fuck baseball, I'm pursuing football.
Whoa.
Which seems like it's enough to make you a first-round pick. And that might be a good... I don't know about long-term because he's
Who's
so
going to
skinny.
make that mistake?
Quarterbacks get overdrafted. That's just what the fuck happens. And this guy's got he has every tool except he's skinny. Even height. I mean, listen, there are short quarterbacks.
Can he be Drew Brees?
Well, Drew Brees is 5'11", 6 feet.
That's
He's
what I'm saying.
5'9", 5'8".
No.
He's listed at 5'10", and this is where the Combine is going to be very interesting. What's his real height? Listed at 5'10".
That's right, because Combine, you find exactly how
That's the
long
real
motherfucker's
motherfucking
toenails are. It's that specific.
Hand size matters.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah,
Jared Goff, people were concerned about because of his hand size.
Right.
Kyler Murray got to have my size hands. That ain't shit.
Well, there was one quarterback, he's 5'11". But
Listed 5'11", but real height is what we're
What they're saying is
because they're trying to get him 5'9", and I don't even think he's 5'9".
That's crazy. That motherfucker look my size. Real
Do you
talk.
guys remember with I think it was Kevin Garnett? he would make them list him as
6'12".
No, well, 6'10" or 6'11" because he didn't want the 7-footer like name tag.
Oh,
he wanted to be known as a power foot.
If you ask me, like, I'm not 7 feet, I'm 6'12".
Exactly.
But he listed.
He wanted to be a
6'12".
power forward, not like a center, because 7-footers were all centers. And yeah, wow, that's interesting with Kyler, huh? So we're gonna find out the realest of shit. But I get that with the hand size with quarterbacks, especially for like if you're in cold weather, because if you need a pump fake of football. Like, you don't have the biggest hands.
No,
Imagine when you're just playing in the backyard and you do a pump fake, that shit can slide out.
Baseball slide out of my hands. It's nothing. No. It's nothing. It just happens.
Microphones, I'll be falling. Should just be sliding out. I don't know what to tell you.
No, but it's not even about the pump fake. It's about holding onto a football when you get hit, not fumbling.
Oh.
Bigger hands. And I'll say this, again, I kind of know the football through a Cowboys lens. When the Packers beat the Cowboys in the playoffs like 2 years ago, Aaron Rodgers had this insane pass. 2 plays before that, maybe. He gets blindside blitzed, and he gets sacked. And the safety, Jeff Heath, fucking destroys him, blows him up. And Rodgers is just kind of holding the ball out there, but he doesn't fumble it. And everybody's like, how the fuck does this guy not fumble? And they asked him after, he held his hands up, he goes, size matters.
No, he didn't say that. Let's go, Aaron.
Fuck,
Drop them balls off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's like, I have big hands. I'm not going to fumble that easily. You're not just going to, you got to swipe at the ball. You're not just going to hit me. It's going to come out. And even then, I got a good grip on it. I don't think it matters as much as people say.
Right.
But I think if you're 5'7" or whatever he's going to be listed at, and you're mad slight and you're getting knocked over by 300-pound linemen, I don't know, man. I worry about this kid. I think, if anything, he needs to go to a team where he can sit for a year. I actually think the Giants would be a good team for him. And I hate saying this as a Cowboys fan, because I think he'll be good. But you got Eli for a year.
Yeah.
You draft this kid. You let him try to put on any weight he can put on. Right. For 1 year, all you're doing is throwing and lifting and just getting your body ready.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I just think he's so dumb to commit to football.
Well, here's why quarterback is different. Because if you're a first-round draft pick,
it's guaranteed bread.
Now, Baker Mayfield is number 1 overall, so his will not be, because he's not going number 1 overall, I don't think. Baker Mayfield got $32 million guaranteed. So if
but
he
baseball has that potential, and he's nice.
But his contract, I think, for baseball, and you can look it up, I think it's $3 million.
His signing bonus is like, how much is signing bonus? Like 4?
Or 4 or something like that. And then, so my understanding, I read an article that said that they wanted to get the Athletics up to $15 million guaranteed. So he would take half the amount of guaranteed than he might get from going number 1 in football to play baseball, which is smart because you'll have more longevity.
Yeah.
But he's basically going, yo, I could tear my ACL in either sport.
Gotcha.
Which one is going to give me the most guaranteed?
Gotcha,
And on some level, it's like, yo,
I ain't
$30 million?
I ain't mad at it.
Son, it's like that changes you, your family, your next family. And you got one shot at the guarantee. After you get that first check, now we're into like a free agency where it's like, I'll play 1 year and then see where I go.
Yeah.
But son, that first one,
I listened to more, again, I always listen to the sports radio station in Dallas, and Kyler's from Dallas. So he's from the suburb where I grew up, actually.
Where, Frisco?
Yeah, Plano, I think.
Plano?
So
Okay.
I think it's Plano.
Yeah.
Something like that, somewhere around there. He loves white girls, probably. That much I'm pretty sure of. But
You think that's because he's from Dallas?
Wow.
The suburb of Dallas where...
I didn't just pull this up. Like, according to MLB Insider, Murray's going to return most of his $1.5 million signing bonus.
Because it's $1.5 million. Keep it.
Yeah.
I'm about to sign. If I'm a first-round draft pick, that signing bonus that's happening. No question. And first of all, a guy on the tickets is friends with one of Kyler Murray's family friends, so it's kind of whatever. But he said everybody seems to want him to play baseball, but his heart is football. He really loves football.
Right.
And if you're a quarterback, dog, I'm a Cowboy fan. The contract number I just saw thrown out as an estimate for Dak. 6 years, $168 million, 60+ guaranteed. And this is a guy we're not completely sold on. But the market rate for quarterbacks just keep going up. And at some point, I think it's going to hit a ceiling where it has to come down.
Right.
But he's getting $100 million to play quarterback if he's good.
Right.
And if you get $30 million guaranteed and then $100 million if you're good,
That's it.
Well, who cares?
You're
and again,
basically-
he won't get 30, but he'll get 15, whatever.
2 contracts.
More than
you're out.
1.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 contracts, you're out the fucking game. Who could say no?
Yeah.
Who could fucking say no? Wow.
I worry because he just seems mad thin. And one draft guy I read a lot, who's like very well respected, said he doesn't have the frame that can put on muscle that easily. But it's worth taking a shot. If that's the game you love, if you can get a bigger signing bonus, take that chance.
Yeah.
And apparently he didn't do that great in spring training in Oakland.
Ooh, maybe that's why.
Some other like little thing I heard I wish I had written it down. This is a couple weeks ago. Like the numbers he was putting up weren't fantastic. The athletics are going on potential really with him.
Huh. Okay, so he might be trying to rig the system. He's like, yo, I might not be good at either one of these shits. Who's going to give me the most guaranteed
Real talk.
off
Well,
the jump?
apparently he's also
Nah,
supremely
yeah.
confident. Like he's in his mind. He's he's an athlete that was really. He won a Heisman. This guy's not lacking for confidence.
Yeah. But they fucked up on that one.
Well, you talk about what Kirk
Nah,
Herbstreit
I think he
said?
just. If not number one, he's a very close two. What
What
Herbstreit
Kirk-
said?
yeah.
I don't know. I heard something on the ticket that like he didn't put up great numbers in baseball, like whatever limited spring training shit, whatever he did.
Well, Herbstreit said like to him, to other college coaches, like he's the one quarterback a year where you don't want to be the guy who passes on him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he said something on the lines like, yeah, he's athletic, but like he's got the same kind of stuff that Baker Mayfield had, where he was a lot of pocket passing, but people are so kind of blinded from like his slight build,
Right.
that you think he's just got all this from athleticism, and it's like it's not that.
Oh, I think he's a great passer. He got a great arm. He's
Yeah.
smart. He accurate. It seems like from what I've seen. I'm no draft expert, but like if he is 6 feet even, not 6'4", 220. If he's 6 feet, if he's Drew Brees dimensions, number one draft pick. I think.
Yeah.
He's nasty, dog.
Yeah.
He's nasty as a QB, and he can run. The running is secondary though. Like he can just do that, but as a QB, he's still nasty.
I feel like we're kind of getting to that point where you don't need to be the 6'4", 240.
You don't, but we never had 5'9", 5'8", whatever his real height is.
How tall was Flutie?
Flutie might have been 5'9", but again, he wasn't great, and then he was pretty good. But like, if he could do Flutie, that might work. But
Right.
maybe that was the one thing I thought of. But like,
Flutie was 5'10".
listed 5'10".
Listed 5'10", yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what his real height is, but yeah, that's. I think he's a good quarterback. It's going to be really interesting to watch what happens with him, though. And I think he needs to go somewhere where he can sit for a year, not because he's too raw as a QB, but he needs to bulk up.
Yeah, just let your body adjust to what you're about to put it
If he
through.
falls to 8 and I'm Jacksonville,
Yeah.
and I don't feel like giving up a lot for Foles, I would just fucking draft this kid, let Bortles play out his little shitty-ass deal, and then when he's ready, he's ready.
It's just him and Haskins, right? Those are the top quarterbacks.
Haskins
coming
and
out?
him, and that's it.
Yeah.
And
nobody's in the
anybody's
draft.
And that's another thing.
That's another reason why he's
elevate
going.
his stock. Yeah, that's a
Right,
good point. I
'cause
didn't think
Stock will
about
never
that.
be that
He
high.
waits a year because he's not even
This guy Herbert is coming out. He's supposed to be really good next year. Tua's coming out.
Tua's coming out. No, next year there's a few guys, but
Yeah.
if Herbert, what's his name?
Something Jake Herbert. something
Herbert.
like that.
Yeah.
I mean, like both these guys, any quarterback that's decent is getting overpaid.
Yeah.
So if you're a quarterback and you can get the fuck in this
Yes.
draft,
Yes.
that makes perfect sense.
Do you take a chance on him if you're the Giants?
I said that. I said
Yeah.
you got Eli for a year.
Don't.
I would take
You
a
don't like
chance
it?
on him.
Offensive line, defensive line, nobody else matters. You know,
Nah, QBs do matter though.
I don't think so.
I mean, the Giants' offensive line is terrible, but QBs are big. Like
I feel like the offensive line is something you could fix within a year. Like I don't think that's some.
they've been
that's something
trying
you
for
could-
3-4 years and it hasn't happened. And last year, I think they fucked up not drafting a QB.
I mean, the
think
Colts did it.
if you get a franchise QB, get him
Yeah.
because
Yo,
that is
Here's
the
Even
final
even
four
after
quarterbacks.
drafting the rookie of the year.
here's
Saquon?
my thing.
Huh?
Even after
Oh,
even
even
after
after drafting
drafting.
yeah, because to me, running backs, first of all, they don't last super
Yeah.
long. A quarterback can play 15, 16 years. Running backs don't seem to be productive that long.
That's fair.
Second, you get running backs in the second, third round all the time.
Yeah.
Kareem Hunt, 4th round draft pick.
All
Yeah.
meaningless.
Yeah.
Here's the thing I do not understand about the second-tier professional football leagues coming up.
Right.
Why would anyone play second-tier professional football as an offensive lineman? There's-
Like you said, you're a bouncer at One Oak or you're playing football.
But the money can't be that different. If they're not getting paid in the
Yeah, if you're
league,
doing something you love as opposed to just standing.
how do you love it? I've been thinking about it. What is it you love?
They're soldiers.
I
man.
feel like that. I feel like it's different tiers. I feel like there's different tiers. Like I feel like with offensive
we
linemen.
gotta get you matched up with a lineman.
I know, right?
No. Defensive lineman, that sounds fun. Take your aggression out. You know what I mean? It's just like hitting a heavy bag.
Yeah.
But offensive lineman,
You can
I don't
talk
see
shit.
the
The
joy.
person facing
no,
you
I-
all game like you haven't got past me
Okay,
once.
so
Yeah.
it's raw competitiveness.
Yeah.
Okay,
Kind of
that's
like
fair.
being a corner in
That's
a certain
fair.
sense. Like a corner's shutting down the guy that's trying to be the aggressor.
Yeah.
An offensive lineman is shutting down the defensive lineman. You trying to
That
get the
makes
quarterback
sense.
watch how you can.
Yeah.
So you have to make it a 1-versus-1 game
Yeah, or whatever. Yeah.
of steal the bacon, and you're not getting this bacon, basically, right?
I think
I
so.
used to
Yeah.
love that game.
That was a great game.
Yeah, that was a great game.
Or Red Rover, come on over, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, guys don't remember that? That's some public school shit.
Yeah, I remember.
I
I
somehow
was
just
still
never
the
played
bacon guy though. Still the bacon was my shit.
Yeah.
I was dumb that I should steal the bacon.
You just gotta get there first.
Yeah.
Dodgeball was the
But I
shit.
feel like I was saying before, I feel like there's
Dodgeball
different
was the
tiers
shit.
with like offensive linemen that get like chosen early. You kind of see like their NFL guys pretty early on in their career. Whereas I think these secondary leagues, you can get a lot of people off the street. Like some people could literally just be walking down like, hey, you seem like you should be blocking. You know, like, come over here.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's you know.
Again,
I
I
don't
think
think
y'all
it'll
are
be-
wildly underestimating how hard the defensive line and offensive line is to play.
Oh no, I'm saying if you're a secondary guy, not in the NFL. Like I feel like the NFL.
No, I think it's still pretty.
tough.
Yeah, I think so.
I think any
Also, to
position
your-
in the NFL you can learn.
To your point about quarterbacks,
Except quarterback, any position you can learn
well, this
within
is.
3
Let me
months.
say this about
3
Drake.
months.
3 months.
3 months you can learn it. Any position outside of quarterback.
There gotta be a fucking line. We know Dwayne Brown.
What is
got some- we
cornerback?
got several. Yeah,
Cornerback.
yeah.
How, what is cornerback? How is that hard to learn? Follow him.
Kaz, call him right now, son. Like, come on, son. This is crazy.
Any position. Listen, I mean,
There's no one's
playing,
gonna pick up right
playing
now.
defensive line,
We got to get him on the show this
playing
week.
D line.
voicemail.
You can't
We
tell
gotta
me
get him
there's
there
that much
next
to
Monday.
learn.
Call him. If you don't pick up, we leave the voicemail.
How is it that much?
Can we hook up his
Playing
phone right now, or is that?
defensive line.
Let's save it. Let's save
All right,
it.
but playing defensive line, what is there to learn? It's Black Friday. You run in, you look for the TV deal, the best deal, right? And then you get the TV, and then you get out. That's playing defensive line. How?
Right.
So it's like you can't learn Black Friday in 3 months. I'm saying you're already strong. You're already athletic. You're already fast.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's just mad shit to know.
There's a lot of shit to know.
What is
man.
there to know?
There's
Get
shift-
that guy.
There's shifting. What's
Hand
the shit
placement
called?
matters. Body rotation
Hand
matters. all
placement
that-
matters. What are you, crazy? You just fucking move the guy and go get the fucking TV. I'm being listen.
Well, I'm just saying you weren't a good offensive lineman for me, son. That's all I'm gonna say. You weren't the best offensive
I said 3
lineman
months,
for me.
son. I didn't say I would get it my first try. Do you know what I mean? I said 3. Yo, if you gave me 3 months of training, you don't think I could stop
As
that?
long as-
5
We going
hours
right
back to
Swedish guy?
Sweden.
Son,
We go
after
right
3
back.
months of training, we go to Sweden. We slap the shit out of that bouncer, and I got you with mad fucking swim moves or whatever you needed. Do you know what I mean? You were not a very evasive quarterback, if I may say so myself. Do you know what I mean? I feel like you might have had a couple little moves in
I
you or
was
some
definitely a
shit.
little Eli in the pit.
Son, you were so Eli,
so
son.
Eli, son.
Fuck, bro. Anyway,
Oh, you got it.
so
That's so funny.
it's just one of those things where, like, cornerback. Obviously, I feel like that's hard because you're going against raw speed.
I'm so tired of this bit.
I know.
I'm so tired of this bit, bro.
See, why are you cutting legs out from under me? It's not a bit. Why can't I just believe this? You prove me
There's
wrong.
no way you believe this, for like honestly.
Someone takes my wallet. I run after them.
No, I see your point.
Right?
That's a good point.
They go like this. What I'm gonna go? Oh, you're too shifty. No, I'm gonna go after you. I'm gonna find my wallet.
Yeah.
That's being a cornerback. Only the person who stole your wallet is running at you with it. Son, it's
How are you
not.
rationalizing this?
Give me any position in the NFL. I'll tell you exactly how you learn how to do it. Go. Any position. Go.
Imagine.
Give me any position. Any position. Any position. The ball gets thrown up in the air.
Middle linebacker.
No, cornerback. The ball
Middle
gets thrown up
linebacker.
in the air. You don't even gotta catch it. It's a success if you just hit it. Akaash, that's a success. You slap me 5 when the ball gets thrown up in the air, and I'm in the same position as the wide receiver, and I don't catch
How
it.
you
I
get in
slow
the
it
same
down.
You know
position
in
as
an
a wide
argument-
receiver?
you
That's
know
a
what-
massive assumption.
Run with him.
You know when an argument.
Well,
is
how
so-
many different things he gonna do? He gonna go either straight, he gonna go straight, make a right, he gonna go straight, make a left.
No.
You know
Maybe
when
he gonna do
You know
fake
when an
right, then
argument
go
is
left.
so stupid, like you have like no rebuttal. You're
Yeah,
just
no,
kinda
just
like-
First of
you're
all,
just stuck like-
it's not like when you and your boys are like wrestling and you in socks and you're all slippery. You got cleats, so even if he does
got
make a
cleats
move,
too.
yeah, but I could dig this cleat and then I'm back with him. The cleat changes
You
everything.
don't got weak ankles. That
Say
shit will
what?
crack your ankles in half.
Fam, I'm imagining I have my strong ankles. This is prior to when I turned my ankle. Look at how much that cleat, like, okay, give me any position. Middle linebacker. right?
Middle
Son,
linebacker, yeah.
Didn't you just pull your back lifting the fucking bag with
First of
cameras
all, I
in
was
it?
rolling it. I was rolling it. I wasn't lifting it. It got caught when I was on my part of my whole back shut down.
Yo, that happened when I was with him too.
No, that was when it happened.
He's literally breaking down, and he thinks he can.
No, I didn't say my body would hold up, but I just said that I could learn it 3 months in. I could middle linebacker. First of
Can we
all,
issue this challenge? We give you 3
son,
months.
I'm don't matter any. Can I just say middle linebacker?
Middle linebacker, yeah.
You got help on the side. Why? That's the easiest linebacker if you ask me. The hardest one is side.
Side linebacker.
Side linebacker. Because
That's not even what it's called.
this is how you play middle linebacker.
Side linebacker.
This is how you play middle linebacker. You ready? This is middle linebacker. Ready? Hey, yo!
What is he calling out? What is it? They're not just yelling and pointing.
Right.
You have
What?
to know what everybody else is doing. Just as hard as a quarterback to play quarterback, it's
Yeah.
just hard to play middle linebacker.
Okay.
I think.
There's no way Brian Urlacher is smart. Just no way. That's
I know this. Centers are like the smartest football players.
center. That's what's the guy that hands the guy the ball between his legs?
Yes.
That's like a thing.
You don't think that I could hand the fucking ball between my legs?
Come
No,
on,
yeah,
dude.
that's
You
how-
I really
you
don't
just
think
served that one.
that I could hand
No,
the
no.
fucking ball. This is what takes a lot of genius. Oh wait, when you say hike, then I give it to you.
Yeah, and then afterward you got to
I
protect
like
the
how
quarterback.
serious you're taking this. I like how serious you're really defending the center. The easy.
Yeah.
First of all, what does the center do after he hikes it?
He just stands there.
Just stands there.
He don't read the defenses. He don't tell you what's coming.
This guy can't read. You're talking about a guy whose job is hike and then hand the ball.
That's not his job.
What's his job? He's not even
He's
the guy
gotta
that.
has to be on the same page with the quarterback to let him know which defenses are coming from where.
How many
what-
pages are there?
Plenty.
It's a play.
It's a play book. It's a book of plays.
If he isn't
What else
helping,
you got to do?
if he
what,
isn't
what
helping,
else you got to do that day? You got nothing to do that day.
Lift
but
weights.
eat calories. You don't even have to lift, but maybe you lift, right?
You gotta lift.
You don't even have to do cardio. Let's
Call
talk about
Dwayne,
that.
dog. Let's just end this right now.
I'm saying quarterback would be difficult. That one is difficult. Defensive line.
Dwayne Brown is not a quarterback. He's an offensive tackle.
Okay, he's a what?
Offensive tackle. Left tackle, I think.
Yeah,
First of
he's
all, okay.
left tackle, I think.
All right.
Yo, can I tell you about the most embarrassing moment of my life this weekend?
Yeah.
All right, so I go visit my nephew in Philly.
Right.
We go to have pizza. Nah, I'm bugging. We go to have Thai food. And I'm like, yo, I want it spicy. The waitress is like, oh, you sure it's really spicy? I was like, nah, I could take that shit, make it extra spicy. So I'm there in front of my brother-in-law, and he's like, oh, word, let me get it extra spicy too. So now we both have it spicy.
Fuck, you can't let this white motherfucker
Son.
The guy
son.
who's just nutted in your system.
Come on, son.
And
Come
they
on.
had a
Not
child.
just
Come on,
9,
come on.
10 months ago.
Yeah, but now that it's all sewed up, he ready to get back in there.
Is she ready for that again?
Come on.
You guys
All
talk
right.
about that.
So boom.
I'll tell you something spicy. That bedroom, bro. Right after the doctor put the extra stitch, make that shit
So
tighter than
I'm eating the food,
Yeah.
and like he's asking
You know
me,
what
is it
he
spicy?
eating?
And like I'm
You know what he eats?
placenta.
come on, nah, chill.
Go,
All right,
go,
So now it's like, I can't say it's spicy because I can't look pussy in front of him, but that shit was burning. So I'm
Right.
like my nose stuffing all that shit. So I'm cool. I tough it out, finish the
How's he
plate.
handling it?
He's like just throwing it back
Like a
it's
robot,
easy.
not
Like,
even
He
no
could have finished
emotion.
my plate if he wanted to. So
Same way he's handling his parents'
Gosh.
disappointment. Go on.
wow,
Go on.
wow.
Not a care in the world. That motherfucker don't give a fuck. Go on.
So I'm driving home. I'm like maybe 30 minutes from my house.
No.
Out of nowhere,
Oh,
I'm
no.
on I-95.
No. No.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Son, blinkers on. I pulled over to the side of the road, and it was so funny because we just were talking about how Asians shit outside. I took a shit on a I-95. And then had to use dirty cardboard to wipe my ass.
Oh God.
Who's in the car with you? The guy who fucks your sister is in the car?
Nah.
You're Dolo at that point.
I'm Dolo.
thank
Oh
God,
my
bro.
Son,
Nobody
the
saw you?
most-
God.
I would pay so.
I mean,
I would have paid
nah, I
so
was
much
on the
money for
other
somebody
side
like,
between my
hey,
car
aren't you
and
Alex
the-
from Flagrant?
Yeah.
Yo, Alex over here taking
Son.
this shit. No.
Son.
Yo.
Son.
Oh my
Jet-
God.
Big ass shit,
You know
too.
what's crazy?
But I felt
hard shit, or was it
Nah, it was
liquid?
liquid.
Straight liquid.
Straight liquid. That
Only-
food,
only
that food
liquid
went
making you
right
shit like
through me,
that.
son.
Not for
Pull
that.
over?
That dirty cardboard might have made your ass dirtier than.
I mean, I
rock
couldn't
with
just
the
like
crusty
pull.
cheeks.
I couldn't just pull my pants.
I mean,
up
you're on
and
your way
drive.
home at that point. You might
Where'd you find the cardboard?
Nah, luckily it was right there. That was a sign from God. It wasn't even that dirty.
Wait, you just let use cardboard?
Yes, it was either that or just
Bro.
pull up.
Bro, highway
You're
cardboard?
on the way home.
Use your underwear, fam. Just wipe with your underwear. Throw it in
Throw it
the
away.
fire.
Yeah, you gotta
that's right.
sacrifice
I didn't
it.
think about that.
You wiped your ass with
You want
AIDS.
the ass with,
Bro.
with some unknown
Nah, but
piece
I
of-
definitely I triple showered, what got all in there
How
when I
far
got
from
home.
home were you? 30 minutes?
30 minutes. I couldn't hold
No,
it.
you can't
Like
wait for
I
30.
really couldn't.
Can't
I
wait
couldn't
for
hold
30.
it.
You gotta take that shit.
I could
You
not
gotta
hold
take that shit.
it.
So-
It felt like my insides were about to explode,
Yeah.
son.
Yeah,
And how'd your British brother-in-law handle it?
I didn't tell him.
No,
You
but
didn't text him?
Did you text
I
him?
didn't tell him.
I didn't tell him.
You
Like
think
that
he-
was the combo
you
you're gonna
think
bring
he-
up.
Think you went home and took a horrible shit, or just fucked your sister again?
Akaash.
Damn, that was
That was a
rough.
really strong one.
Come on, son.
That was so strong.
What? That's where the
Jeez.
first baby. You don't want another niece?
God, why,
Nephew.
why are you
Alex?
talking about him
My
having sex with
God.
Alex's sister? That's so disrespectful.
I'm just saying, it's a beautiful thing. That's how he got his niece.
Jesus, Akaash, so vulgar.
Do you not want another niece and nephew?
Sure.
Alex got his hoodie up. He wasn't
Then
able to
let's
fight you.
Yo, suck my dick. Man. Whatever, bro. Fuck out of here.
Bottles go.
Oh, shit.
boy.
Yo, you know the easiest position is safety. I thought about that. Because I did think about that. I did think about safety.
I thought I got them all off that shit.
No, safety I think
Yo,
is
nah, he
easy.
a bulldog, bro. He
No, I'm
fucking
gonna keep
locked
going.
in.
But safety I think will be the easiest for me to play.
Why?
You just in the back.
Right.
So it's like it's all happened in front. So it's like after it happened, you get there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know
It's
it's
like-
not good
what's
to
that?
like just let people get catches in front of you.
Say what?
You can't just give them the front. Like you gotta.
No, that's
make
on
plays.
the other guys. You got to be there to help out.
Nah, it's on you.
You're the last resort.
That's on you. They're supposed to funnel like the quarterback's supposed to a good quarterback supposed to funnel them to the safety so you both can make the play. Like you don't want to. In the ideal world, you don't want to have your cornerback making those one-on-one plays all the time.
Yeah.
So like it's actually your fault.
That being said, if I'm a corner, it's easy. Like if I'm playing corner, you don't need safety. I would just take that guy and give him rest.
What?
I would do one less guy on defense and then add a guy on offense. That's how I would change football.
How's
I
that
just do
correlate?
one on everybody.
How does that correlate? I don't understand.
You just don't need it. It's
You're
unnecessary.
not allowed to have an extra guy on offense just because you have one.
That's
less
not
guy.
one-on-one.
I would make that
If
deal.
it's 13 and 11, that's not one-on-one.
Say what?
Yeah.
It would be fine. It would be fine.
All right.
Oh boy.
I'm calculating it right now. I don't know. Whatever. I'm just saying you can learn any of those positions.
It's
That's
like
all I'm trying to
talking.
I'm sure you can learn it.
It's
but
like
it's
talking
not
football.
Easy.
It's like talking football with my girlfriend.
It's pretty
say. I
close.
think me and your girlfriend found the first thing that we have in common.
Oh, yeah. Wait, did you,
I
did
think
you
we
take
can
it to
start
the
to
game?
build this friendship. Say what?
Nah,
y'all take it to the game?
He backed out hard.
First of all, I did not back out. I did not back out.
What happened?
I did not. I don't know when the Mavs are playing the.
They were
Knicks.
playing that week.
Yeah, but you have to reach out to me. If I make you an
I gotta
offer,
Reach out, fam. I actually had 3 shows.
what do you want me to do? But that's
Son of
fucked up.
flex,
You
I
said
respect
I
it.
backed out.
Obviously, I'm gonna try to make you look bad. The fuck is this
Damn,
friendship?
son.
you
Yo, why
really
is he so
care?
aggressive today, son?
Yo.
Making fun of your sister, making fun of me, questioning my
I know I'm
football
gonna get it
ability.
next, yo.
Yeah, you are.
I know I'm gonna get it next.
Now you gonna get
All
it
right.
when you put on that MAGA hat.
God damn it.
So
Yo,
This is gonna be
I just
so
laughed
crazy.
thinking about that. Damn, son.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
woo.
All right, so let's
God
think here.
damn.
And NBA, do we want to talk NBA at all?
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah, how
mad shit
Magic
is
Johnson's
happening.
a fucking idiot.
Oh, I need to make sure we pay some bills up in here, baby.
Pay
Oh
them.
shit, let's pay some bills.
Guys, you know one of the greatest sponsors in this podcast
Gold
history.
sponsors.
One of the greatest, honestly, one of the greatest is BlueChew. Riding with us
Life
from the
changer.
jump. You know what I mean? Really life changing. I can't tell you how many times I've been at shows in the recent past. Now that we dropped the Hezi Sutra, and literally dudes are at the shows with their shorty, and we all take a picture. And then as the shorty walks away, the dude will lean up on me, and he'll be like, "Hey, bro, I popped that BlueChew, hit her with the Hezi Sutra. It was a
Shit is
wrap."
Magic and Kareem,
Real
dog.
tough. Magic and Kareem.
Yo, the BlueChew is Magic just serving it up, and the Kareem is the one just getting the buckets. That's the Hezi Sutra. That's the one getting them buckets.
I'll be honest with you. the only Kareem I respect is Hunt.
Yeah, you gotta stay on the island with that one, bro.
Yo, I'm just saying. You know
I'll
what's
kick it with you on that island. I'll kick it with you on that island.
you know what's way harder than a kick from Kareem? A BlueChew dick. Anyway, point is.
What other podcast can be making these jokes during a live read?
I was about to say,
bless
like,
us.
that's how you sell some BlueChew, goddamn.
All I'm saying is
Where's your podcast? Suck my
BlueChew.com.
dick.
BlueChew is
so
the
angry today.
shit.
Jesus
I know, this
Christ.
motherfucker aggressive. But real talk, let's get through this. So BlueChew.com, if y'all don't know what it is, chewable, give you that rock hard dick, give your girl the night of her fucking dreams. Is what we've been doing for all new listeners. Most of y'all know what time it is, but we've been on the chew for a minute. For all the Patreon peoples, you already know about the Hezi Sutra. Go out there and give your girl the nice night of her life.
I saw great comparisons to that. It's like, sure, you could fill your car up with a regular, but
Yeah, give it that premium.
why would you not want to use premium?
Yo,
like, sure, it's gonna
93.
run, but
Don't your baby deserve that high octane dick?
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I once filled a car up with 91. I think it was 91 by accident. That feels like rape. I've never been raped, but that, like, realizing it as the shit is already going and pumping, like the amount of violation I felt that I didn't have 87.
Probably the exact same.
Son, it's gotta be the same, bro. Son, my heart was fluttering, bro. I wanted to shower, like just curl up in the shower like this and just have the water clean off those 4 points. Whatever
Nah,
the
it's
four.
not. It's not rape. Maybe
Bro.
it's date
Bro.
rape, maybe. You know what I mean? Like, that was gonna be a nice experience. Look what the fuck happened.
he was just going out for dinner. Never mind. Nope. Nope.
Oh, God.
Man.
God,
Ways
it's the
to
greatest
sell
podcast
it.
on the planet. Greatest podcast on the planet. Anyway, but yo, man, I'm being dead serious with you. It's something. I mean, y'all already know how much we support the Chew and how much we fuck with the Chew. It's been so great to see y'all fuck with the Chew, and just really go out there and have that. For me, having that backup strength, knowing if I got to get it rocking again. No, sometimes I don't want to have it rocking in the morning. But I'll chew something in the morning and I'll get going. So it's that instant boner. You make it happen. I mean, 20 minutes, chew it up, and it's going to come through. But go to BlueChew.com, and you can get that shit for free. All you got to do is pay $5 shipping. It's BLUE, chew.com. Chew is CHEW.com. The promo code is Flagrant. You try that shit for free, dog. Okay? Go get your shit. Let us know how it is. Try that shit with a Hezi Sutra, and it's going to be the night of you and your girlfriend's lives. Let's get back to the show. Akaash, talk to me, man. What we talking about?
You want to wrap up NBA trade deadline, NBA trade season? There's mad trades that happen.
Anything interesting?
Gasol to the Raptors, interesting. Bucks getting Mirotic or whatever how you say it.
Mirotic.
Mirotic is interesting.
Eh.
Fultz is interesting.
Poor Fultz.
Why don't we talk about Bronny?
LeBron.
Yo, poor Giannis was trying to win the playoff game, and while LeBron is trying to win the offseason. Like, Giannis really like, yo, I'm winning this game. LeBron, and everybody knows this by now, but basically like 5 or 6 of the people that he picked are free agents in the offseason.
Yeah.
He basically is doing his tampering on the NBA's dollar.
It's beautiful.
Like, they fined him
Fucking
50
beautiful.
grand,
Right.
and now they're flying him to Charlotte so that he can have practices with all the people he's
Did they
not
find
supposed to
him
be
or did they
talking to.
find the Lakers?
Sorry, they fined
Pelinka.
Lakers, and they
Lakers,
fined
yeah.
Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, they're basically paying him to recruit.
LeBron's gonna have like a fucking PowerPoint presentation in the locker room,
Ready
like,
to go.
and when you join Los Angeles, the Staples Center is on Lord
Have the
Bush.
coach sit outside for a second. Do us a favor, coach.
right?
A few minutes in the locker room. The
So
guys.
the free agents he picked on his team.
Yeah.
Clay,
Yes,
Kyrie,
yes.
who
Kevin
else?
Durant,
Kevin Durant,
Anthony Davis,
Anthony Davis,
and then James Harden. Who's
and James Harden isn't a free agent.
Yeah.
But those 4, right?
And there's one who's going to be one after next year.
Then
Anthony Davis? Yeah.
What about Kawhi? Is
Kawhi.
there-
Oh, you
you
picked
got
Kawhi too.
Kawhi
yeah,
too,
yeah,
yeah, Kawhi, yeah.
Shit.
So the ones he has a realistic shot at, we think, are probably Kawhi,
Mhm.
Clay, maybe.
Yo, Clay, I think is a possibility, bro.
I think it's a little slept on. I think, but man,
Slept on possibility.
my man is. We gotta say this. LeBron is striking out hard right now.
Yo, LeBron.
Hard. We
I
gotta
ain't
call
gonna
this
hold
dude
you.
out. We can't say this is genius tampering, whatever, without acknowledging he has fucked up hard so far.
Yeah.
Not saying it won't
Yep.
work out, but man, I didn't like going to the Lakers when he did it, and I'm feeling the same way now. More so, like You know what? The genius of the Pelicans, the fucking
I think
savages
he
of the
got
Pelicans.
he got too cute. He got too cute with his tampering, man. He got too cute, like fucking thinking like, oh, I'm LeBron James. Everyone loves me. Oh, everyone wants to play with me. And Kevin Durant said this a couple weeks ago. He was like, it's kind of a toxic environment being around LeBron James and all this other stuff. And they killed KD for it.
Right.
But like, it's kind of what he was talking about. It's kind of what he was talking about.
Interesting. So this is what KD predicted.
Yeah. Thank God Rajon Rondo hit his first ever game winner in Boston, and like I guess winning cures all ills for that.
Didn't they lose by 40 like the next night?
And then they lost by 40 the next
That was a
fucking night.
necessary shot for like the team morale,
Yeah.
man.
Was it that necessary if you got fucking drummed by 40 right after that?
Yeah.
I think, and I completely understand where you're coming from, but I think on some level it was. I think on some level it was like, if we have a close game and we need to grind it out, we can do it. And
Things looking rough for them though, man. I mean,
yeah.
like,
So
without
what
making
happened?
So
It's
this is,
just
I don't know
like-
if this is a theory or just I heard it from one guy. Shouts to Jay Kemp on the ticket. That's my
Right.
guy. But he said his theory, at least, and maybe it's a real theory, but the Bucks or not the Bucks, the Pelicans were so annoyed about the tampering of the Lakers, they were like, you know what? Fuck you. We're going to make Magic offer every one of your players for Anthony Davis, knowing we're not going to trade him, just to fuck up your chemistry and your team environment and all of that. We're going to do to you what you're doing to us. We're not going to tamper, though. We're just going to make you offer anything with no intentions of trading him to you, because fuck AD and fuck you. And then there's a picture, as soon as the trade deadline is happening, of all of LeBron's teammates sitting 4 seats away from him. LeBron alone on an island.
Yeah, that was rough.
Like Andrew playing cornerback. No
That was
help.
rough.
I don't need help.
Yo, LeBron don't think he do either.
I'm a safety.
I'm not gonna hold you, man. LeBron, we're big LeBron fans here all the
Yep.
time. We always big him up, but
Yep.
like him, Magic, and Pelinka kind of fucked up.
And the newest news,
time,
Kaz,
man.
you know more about this than me. I just saw the headline when we started recording.
Yeah.
Lakers are in trouble again, potentially, for tampering with Ben Simmons.
Yeah, so there was
right.
news that Ben Simmons kind of wanted to spend his summer like learning from legends and like kind of like picking
Fucking
up
a
his game and all that shit,
Kardashian.
like,
That was what he wanted to do this summer. Let's call it what it is.
Well, in the sports sense, Magic Johnson offered himself to be like, hey, I'd love to go and sit and talk with Ben Simmons and show him how the finer things of being a tall point guard or whatever. And like the timing of it is all wrong because
Sus.
the tampering shit that's already happened. And secondly, it's like Ben Simmons is signed to LeBron's agency Clutch Sports, and it kind of makes Magic seem like a fucking idiot because it's like, even if you are gonna do this, like the
You know
timing
what else
of
makes him
leaking
seem
it-
like an idiot? AIDS. So, you know. Wow.
God, damn.
Is spicy today.
Yo,
Hospital. I'm not okay. What you talking about?
Akash's mom is in the hospital for. I don't
man.
know if we spoke about that
We
yet.
did.
yeah, we
mentioned
did.
it briefly.
We mentioned it, but I don't know if we said exactly what happened. I mean, Chris
Yeah,
was
yeah.
talking
Chris
about
talked
the
about
heart
it, yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
So she had a slight heart
Right,
attack.
right.
Now you've heard so far she's okay.
Yeah.
Everything's
Knock
good.
on
So
wood.
if everybody's listening, we're good. Everything's
Everybody
fine.
saying good juju to Akash's mom.
Absolutely.
Should be
Yeah.
Send it.
back.
Shall we say a prayer?
I'm gonna tonight.
Do you want to do it together?
No. Not with that fucking smirk on your face. Not at all.
Come on, let's hold hands.
Nah, never.
Come
Literally
on, bro.
never.
Come on,
Literally.
son. Son,
It's my mom, dog.
we praying,
We praying
son.
for her, yo.
That's what we trying to do on the
I don't
fucking
trust
pod.
you, fam.
Yo, everybody in.
I don't
Alex,
trust you,
Alex,
fam.
edit everybody
I don't
in. Nah,
trust you, fam.
nah.
I don't
This
trust
not
you,
this
fam.
not a game, son.
Come on.
It better not be
Get
a
off
game.
the
My
board,
mama
guys.
fed
I
you.
don't like playing with
My
God,
mama's fed
man.
you.
Son,
They don't want it. They don't want no parts.
listen, we're
They don't want
telling,
no
we're
parts of
saying
it.
a fucking prayer, son. They believe in the fucking brujeria and all that kind of shit.
right.
Come
Better
on,
make sure
everybody
this
in.
shit is official.
Edit.
Come on.
Stop smirking.
Come
fam.
on, bro.
This shit ain't funny.
We're fucking
Come on.
praying
You know what?
for your
I'll
mom.
hold the chair. All right, come on, bro.
Okay.
Come on, bro.
All right.
I don't
Listen.
like this smirk, dog. I don't
Son,
like this
I'm only
smirk.
smirking because you're making me feel uncomfortable. I'm trying to say a real prayer for your mom. Sheila. Come on.
I don't trust none of y'all.
Listen, and everybody listening right now, I know this sounds weird, but I do believe in like a group feeling, like when you have a home game for your team and your team plays better is because you have 20,000 people all rooting for the same person at the same time. So everybody right now, you can pray along with us or put a good thought out there, some good positive energy out there for Akash's mom. So Sheila Singh, we are praying for you right now. We wish you the best of health. We wish you the best of wealth, and we wish you the most happiness and to recover extremely quickly from this small setback in your life and continue loving and supporting your son and supporting your son's friends, myself included, and your other son. Sorry to forget about him, but he can be third in that list, in that order. And but we love you so much, and we wish the absolute best for you. And yeah, that is absolutely it. In God's name, amen.
Amen.
Or how would you say amen in?
Javagon.
Right here.
Right.
Gali gali short hair Pakistan.
I got it out. I
You're almost there.
I got it
You're
out,
almost
man,
there. You
fast.
got it. You got it.
I got it out. I don't know if I got it first, but I knew what I needed to do. I knew what I needed to do.
But in all seriousness, man, the best of most love going to Akaash's
Appreciate
mom.
that.
Absolutely. I thought that was serious. I didn't fuck around.
No. Appreciate you. Appreciate
You know I got mad love for moms,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Come on,
She loves
son.
you.
It's giving back. That was a
Akash,
beautiful
you got
moment,
That was,
man. I
beautiful.
love
That was a beautiful, genuine moment
It
right
was,
there. Man. I like
yeah.
that. I like that. That was
Eddie,
cool.
you wiping off sweat from your hands like it was my hands that were sweaty. Your hands were
you
mad
sanitizing.
sweaty, son.
Damn, you need a sanitizer that
you should
quickly, bro?
sanitize with this
Ah,
motherfucker.
respect. I know what time it is.
Yo, this guy really playing me, son. You think you gonna be able to climb a wall with them slippery ass toes? You ain't gonna climb no fucking walls, son. You sliding down that shit like a chicken fucking stadium.
Bruh.
And all I was thinking, I was like, damn, Akash hands so small.
They are very
Shit's
dainty.
small,
They're
dog.
very
like,
dainty,
you
man.
definitely
Shit is-
fumbling. So.
She's like my dick, bruh. What you gonna do?
They are made to hold it though.
Yo.
They're made to scale.
Exactly. They have to be, right? You can't have a huge dick with little hands. That'd just be weird.
No, it don't work. You know what I mean?
Can't control that shit.
Yeah. Unless you have like gigantism
Fire
or
hose.
some shit.
Dude, gigantism.
Yeah, we're just like all fucked up.
That never affects you in a good way,
No.
right? It's always like your ear or your like nose or
Yeah.
some shit like that.
Yeah, it's always like head and hands.
I thought the whole body.
Gets gigantic with
Yeah,
it?
it's
Yeah.
particularly
Yeah, you
hands.
can get,
Wasn't
like, some
Andre
sort
the
of
Giant?
surgery.
Particularly hands and head, I think.
There was a wrestler that we had who had the same Andre the Giant shit, but he got the surgery to stop it.
Oh, you could stop it now?
Yeah, like there was some shit like his name was Lars
What do
Sullivan.
they do? What's the
And
surgery?
it's like I don't know, but
Press
apparently
down mad hard. Just,
Oh gosh.
yeah, my man look like
son.
Andrew up top.
Which
Right
one?
there in the suit.
That guy's Asian, bro.
No, he ain't Asian,
Holy
bro.
fuck.
That look like Andrew.
Bro, that guy's
That
super
look like-
ugly. That looks like me.
Eastern European Andrew.
Dude, is
that
that me?
ain't Eastern Europe. That's Uzbekistani Andrew.
Bro, that guy's so ugly, man. Why would you say that about me? That guy, is that what I look like?
Nah, you look better than him, but he kind of look like you though.
He does.
Yeah, he looks like me. I don't look like him.
Yeah.
like if you were Borat, that's how you would look.
Yo, all white people really
looking
look
like
alike.
mad
son.
Bruh, they
Like
don't-
Andrew could have been like 5 of these motherfuckers.
Yo,
yo.
son,
Like white
real
people
talk,
really look alike.
When we were in the fucking, when we were in Europe, son, and I put it
People
in the
do look
vlog. I put it in the like the tour doc. But when we were in Europe, we'd go to like these historic shits, and we were walking around the Heineken factory, and we seen all the people that were instrumental in like making Heineken as global brands.
Right.
Son, I look like all of them.
They were his
Like,
ancestors.
literally, the only thing changed was mustache length. Like back in the day, it would be a huge mustache,
Yo,
and then it got little.
Hold up. Look at this little motherfucker next to this dude.
You didn't see him?
Nah.
it was a
That little
little
chicken
small.
nugget.
Benjamin Button over here. Yo. That's Benjamin
Chicken
Button,
nugget.
fam.
Bro, that guy, you don't even have legs, really. Or those are his legs.
Oh,
I'm
you got
not
that
sure.
cane.
Oh, man.
Oh my god.
Bro, look at that little ass man.
My man adorable, dog. I carry that little motherfucker wherever you want to go.
That's what your hands look like.
Like you ever watch
That's what-
Pokemon?
Yo.
Yo, that has like Pikachu and like the evolved version of Pikachu.
That's the human
That's what this
version.
looks
That's
like.
human Pikachu. Bro, I was watching this There's not even roast battle. It was like this rap battle show, like a clip of it, and there was this guy Brad. He's a midget comic. What's his name?
Oh, Brad, fuck.
A little person.
Yeah. What?
A little person.
This is Flagrant too.
Oh,
Hold
yeah,
on.
you're right. You're right. My bad. My bad. My bad.
Of all the shit that we've said on this show,
Get that. Wait, is dwarf? I thought dwarf was way more.
dwarf sounds way worse than little person.
Nah, but that's like the
Dwarf
science.
is a mythical creature. That's not something you could call somebody.
Nah, yes, you can. It's
Wait, they want us to call them dwarves.
No, there's a scientific, like it's different from midget, little people.
Why is a midget
What if you just
fucked
call
up?
them like sleepy or like? You know what I mean?
Yo, you ever fucked a little person?
Say what?
You ever fucked a little person?
What define little?
Like a midget.
Like how? What makes you? What makes you a midget?
Alex, you acting like you still
I think
employed. Bro. You work for Andrew. It's all good.
I think under 4'11".
I fucked a girl 4'11", I think. Like, so she's the tallest midget. That's
Yeah.
That's one for
That's
the books.
so disgusting.
Would you rather be the shortest real person or tallest midget?
Tallest midget.
Tallest
I think.
midget, definitely.
Tallest
Yeah,
midget.
yeah,
Because you would clean up
yeah.
in those
Yeah.
midget conferences.
Fucking them little bitches.
Dude, fucking them little bitches. Get your little ass over here. You
Yeah.
can say that to people.
Yeah.
Only amongst your other dwarf
Right,
friends.
right. But you're king.
You're the fucking shack of midgets.
There's a what?
You're the
You're
shack
the
of midget.
I thought you. I thought you said there's a shack of midgets. Like we're just keeping them somewhere. Yo, that guy looks
Like a
mad.
crap house
Like
of
he don't got
midgets.
the answer. Like when you be like, you know.
Yeah, you know how fucked up it is?
Oh,
Look
man,
at the
it's
fucking
so
Google
bad.
ad that's up here. Baby and toddler. Like, since you're here, you might as well.
Son, but that guy right there, bro.
Oh, look at this. There's a difference. A dwarf is an extremely short adult who's less than 50. But the word midgets can. Oh, the midget refers to a person who's very short but normally proportioned.
Oh.
So we're
It's like
complimenting
Wee
you.
Man's a midget.
Say what?
Like Wee Man. is a
Yeah.
midget. Yeah, he's like proportions. Just
The next
small.
sentence says it's now considered offensive and rarely used. But
Yeah.
Whatever. It had a meaning. You know what I mean?
Well, anyway, so there's this midget that was doing a roast
Is
battle,
there
right?
really a difference, though? Like,
And
they're
not
both-
roast battle, a rap battle,
Right.
rap battle show. And Brad, Brad.
I don't remember his
What
name.
the fuck is his name? He's a funny
Brad
comedian.
Williams,
Brad
maybe?
Williams, yeah, he's a funny comedian. And so Brad Williams is going up against Nikki Glazer, and it's like ruthless.
Right.
But he, for some reason, Nikki said something about his arms being short, and he goes, "Yeah, I can't jerk off standing up." And in that moment, I felt bad for midgets. Like
Yeah.
I've
Wait,
never
stop,
felt
stop,
bad
stop,
for them
stop,
before.
That's tough.
Who jerks
Son,
off
I was
standing
about to say, you
up?
jerk off standing up?
Yeah, son, in the shower. Will you sit down in the shower?
I don't do that
It's
shit.
nice to have
That's
the option.
dangerous.
I mean, it is nice to have the option, but like that's
Hold
not
on,
my
why is
go-to.
dangerous so you could fall?
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
But wait, so where do y'all jerk off? Sitting?
In bed.
In bed.
Laying
Yeah.
down?
Yes.
So you just point at your face?
No.
No.
No, that's you, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Usually account for cleanup. You're not just aiming at your own face.
All right. I've jerked off in my bed before, but I prefer to do it in the shower because it's one-stop shop.
Yeah, but you can't watch
There's an
porn in the
efficiency
shower.
about
I
it.
don't be watching porn really when I jerk off.
There's
Yeah,
an
I watch
efficiency
porn.
about that.
It's efficiency. That's
Yeah.
really what I care
Cleanup.
about.
Yeah.
But I understand the bed thing. All I'm saying is he has to like lay on his back and like bring his legs closer to jerk off, dude.
You know the move you said you do when you want to get your ass eaten, where you throw your legs behind your head? That's how you jerking
you
off
got to
his dick.
jerk off, dog, to like that.
You
You got to
gotta do
bring
yoga
his
to
dick
jerk
his
off.
hand. Yeah. That don't make you feel bad. I won't call you a midget for that.
The way you said it was
You know what's
pretty
funny? I
depressing.
could tell how much you love feet because you be coming on your own feet every time you
Ew.
jerk off in the shower.
Oh.
Real talk, I don't. But when we were in Miami, we did smoke hookah out of a girl's feet that we met that night.
That
Like,
happened?
you don't remember that. But, yo, fam, I was drunk as fuck. And this girl was hanging with us, and we were
Seriously?
smoking hookah at a strip
She just
club.
hand you the hookah pipe with her feet.
No, she was at the strip club with us, right? And she was just hanging. And, fam, this is how you know I was drunk. I was like, yo, I think, I was like, yo, show me.
Did she have feet like mine? The bitch could just
No.
pass you.
She had a nice foot. She had a nice little foot. And I was like, you got nice feet? I was like, yeah. I was like, word, show me. She's like, got my shoes on. I was like, I got that. And I just started, I took off the shoe and her foot was there. The hookah was being passed around. And I just placed the hookah in between her big toe and second toe. And I just started hitting the
Which one
hookah.
was longer? Which toe was longer?
Oh, no, second toe was proper. I would
Okay,
never
that's
I was about to say, I don't think you
Shut
put it
up,
near your
man.
face. If it
Hell
was,
no. Her feet look like chicken. What is it? Chitlins are pork feet?
Pig feet.
Pig feet.
Pig
No,
feet.
chicken's pig intestine.
What's the chicken feet? That's just called
Cow?
chicken feet?
Chicken feet.
Is it
No, it's just
cow?
called chicken. it's just pig feet.
Well,
Chicken feet are like the bony feet.
She had nice feet.
Big feet
and
are like-
we just smoked hookah right out of them shits.
I
Like
think
champions.
you just smoked. Yeah, you
Nah,
just smoked.
Alex was somewhere else. I don't know what Alex is doing.
What were you doing at the time, Alex?
I think
I
there
was
was, a white guy
enjoying
trying
dropping
to, like,
off.
I was enjoying
equipment?
the strip club's festivities.
As you
That's it.
should.
Yeah.
As you should.
Dropping off equipment.
Goddamn, because of way worse things that you could have been doing.
So, guys, how's the Knicks?
I wasn't gonna put you out there, goddamn it. But fuck.
You know what happened to me, bro?
What's up?
They fucking took down one of
Oh,
my.
I heard about this. I thought we were going to talk about this today.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about it too,
This
but
is the beginning. It's happening.
it's the beginning. They took down one of my jokes from Instagram. Instagram said it was
Took down an inside joke. The first inside
not
joke.
inside joke.
Oh, okay.
They took down one of my stand-up bits, and it was a stand-up bit about women complaining about uncircumcised dudes.
Right.
And the joke was that it was like, how are you complaining about the little extra skin is like a pussy looks like a bucket of foreskin. I think that's what I said. It looks like a jellyfish, something like that. But I was really just defending guys who get bullied essentially by these chicks for having a dick that is the way dicks are supposed to look. Right? I don't know how this fucking clip could have been taken down. I don't know what the fuck was offensive about it, but they took it down. I mean, it's still up on Twitter and it's still up on YouTube, but it just goes to show that we're popping out here. I knew that it was starting to get a lot of views.
Yeah.
I saw it. It was getting up around like 90,000 or some shit like that. And I was like, oh, okay, some things are going. This is on Instagram.
This is only going to help you.
I think that, yeah. What do you think about that?
It's like banning a book.
Yeah.
You take down videos. You make yourself the dangerous comedian. Everybody's intrigued by that.
Right.
And you got jokes, so it's gonna be there. You're gonna, it's whatever when they go check you out, they're gonna be like, oh, this is funny. And the more they ban your shit, the more you can put that out there, the more people are going to be upset. Your fans are upset by this. They're going to be telling motherfuckers, can you believe this dude is my favorite comic? They banned this joke. This joke ain't shit. Whatever. Look it up on YouTube. Oh, hey, let's look up other jokes on YouTube. Every time they make you radioactive, it just makes you more powerful.
Facts.
It's like fucking superheroes, dog. Don't try to make me radioactive. You just giving me powers.
That's a great point.
That's the society. We made Trump radioactive. It didn't fucking matter.
Dude, that's a great fucking point.
It's the best thing that ever happened to you.
I figured,
Not ever. This is great, though.
But yeah, it was like, it just gets me excited for releasing the new special March 3rd through the 30th. We're going to release every single Sunday. And I'm just like, this just shows that it's time. The ecosystem needs it. It just fucking needs it. Like, we're ready. More people were upset that it got taken down than were made upset by it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and that's how you know we're on the opposite end of the outrage culture.
Right.
When the outrage is smaller, when the outrage about the stimulus is smaller than the outrage that it was taken down.
Right.
And I'm just so fucking excited for Views for the Sis to drop, man. I can't wait for y'all to see this shit. I just cut another trailer for it. I'm deciding when to put it out. When should I put it out?
I mean, it speaks perfectly to this.
It does, right?
It speaks perfectly to this.
I'd wait a little bit.
Wait, are you saying
"Bro."
because you don't want the pushback?
No, because I've seen it, and it's like it'll
see.
tie in better to right before you're gonna release the first one.
What do you think, Akaash? That's a
I
good
think
point.
you could. I think you bring it in on the heels of this pretty perfectly. But you know, how much longer you got? 3 weeks till the special drops?
I was gonna drop it the week before.
Yeah, so that's like a week,
Yeah.
2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
So I think either one is fine. But if you drop it right now while there's heat on this getting banned, it's relevant in that sense.
Space it out.
builds-
Yeah,
it
you
builds a little
definitely want
momentum.
something to lead right into the drop of it. But you definitely want something to ride the momentum of being banned.
It is a crazy thing, but it just shows that like we're in the matrix, we're in the ecosystem, and like everybody who's been fucking riding with me and they believe in what we're building here and the flagrancy and unsafe comedy, it's like I'm starting to see the effects of it. Like all these people have been tweeting me this week about the Ray Romano special.
Yeah.
You know, and so Ray Romano did a Netflix special where he did 2 unannounced shows, one at the Comedy Cellar and the one at the Village Underground around the block. And everybody's like, yo, Schulz, Ray Romano stole your shit, blah, 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 because I did 441,
Right.
where I did the Cellar and the Village Underground, but I also did a couple other clubs in the city. And it's like, nobody's going, I don't assume stealing ever.
Right.
But what it is what we're starting to see is like the influence of being in the ecosystem, right? Like I put that video out over a year ago, 441,
Right.
right? And now it's over 1 million views. I think it's maybe up to 2 million or something like that views, right? And we're starting to see the things that have been copied from it, right? Or just influenced, not necessarily copied. Like Comedy Central legitimately copied it. They made a show called Thank You, Good Night. You can watch it on their digital, and it's like up
Don't,
for what is it?
Don't though.
Don't promote it.
Don't
Oh,
watch this.
Yeah, I mean, even if you try to watch it, it sucks. But it's like they literally copied the exact format of comics going around the city
Right.
and doing it, right? And then I put out the 15-minute special. Then I noticed a few months after that, Netflix put out their 15-minute specials,
Right.
right? I put out the 441, which was that. Then Comedy Central copies that. I do this travel show that we did the exquisite version up in Boston, and I'm pitching how I want to do it all around the world. Now Netflix is coming out with a travel show where a guy goes and looks at comedy around the world, right? So it's like the things that I've been putting out there in the ecosystem, the ideas that I've always been pitching to networks, but they never got on, I put them out into my world, right? And from that world, they've reached the places that originally turned them down.
Right.
Right? So it's like, okay, here's my influence. Here's what's happening. Now, am I monetizing it like these guys are? No, but we're getting the views, right? We're actually affecting the people. We're affecting the culture, which is what I want to do. I mean, that's why views from the special is so important. It's like what this will do, and I'll say it on this show right now, what this will do is it will flip comedy back to edgy material.
We're headed that way.
It will be the thing that goes, oh, we can be edgy again.
Right.
We can say offensive jokes. We can do all these things. Enough with the PC shit. It will be like Hollywood, you always say this, but it's a race to who's second.
Yeah.
It will be the first. Just like when I started putting out, like even inside jokes, what we're doing, what that show is about letting people understand what comedy is and how it's made, so you won't be so upset at a joke that might piss you off.
Right.
Because you understand the process. So it's like, I just had to get into the fucking ecosystem, and it's so wild to see the effect that we've had. Like the literal, I'm watching ideas of mine that I've pitched to networks that said they weren't interested, and I put out myself, and now they're fucking copying them verbatim and doing shittier versions, but still. It's like
this shit used to bother you though. It's good to see just the success where you're secure enough that it's like, oh,
because the
that's
Grammys.
good.
It's like I have what I need. I don't need to be the richest motherfucker in the world. I have the people that listen to this podcast. I have the people that listen to Idiots, and I have the people who fuck with me, and I have joy in creating things for them. That is the most satisfying fucking thing in the world. So we're just gonna get to the point where it's gonna be so blatant that these people are ripping off ideas that you won't support them.
Mm-hmm.
And what we're building here, I'm just so fucking excited. Wait for you guys to see March 3rd. I mean, someone's eventually going to steal what we're doing with March 3rd or be influenced by it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And again, this is just the networks that bother me about it. Like all comics that are listening right now, you should see my like social media platform and like the way I put out content, especially stand-up. And a lot of comics have. And that's a blueprint, and you should use that. If you're not using it, you're dumb. Right. What I've done with stand-up and how I've shifted like from hoarding material for a special and putting it out there and using that as a way to get tickets. And there's some comics I've noticed, a lot of the comics in the city are starting to do it. Everybody's starting to create their own content and really go about it. But this is the blueprint, and it's for all of you.
Right.
It's for all of us. And matter of fact, I hope that some of you find a way to improve it and then you share it back.
Right.
This isn't the days of like we're competing with each other for 8 Comedy Central specials a year. Now we have unlimited amount of specials because we can create them.
Right.
So it's like, I'm not competing for Akaash for a spot on this one sitcom.
Right.
We're creating our own fucking sitcom.
Yeah.
So look at exactly what I'm doing. You should replicate it and improve it, and then come back and tell us how we can make it better and keep on pushing. Right. Like realistically, like the execs at networks, they're no different than like NFL owners or NBA owners, where it was a fixed system back in the day. They didn't really need to put out good content.
Nope.
Right? The Hawks didn't need to be good, because where else are you going to go watch basketball in Atlanta?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now all of a sudden,
you got League Pass, you got social media, you got all this other shit.
Now you're competing.
Yeah.
Right? So now these execs of the networks who never, and some are very talented, like A&E, super fucking talented, the people there, but some are not. But now you're competing with us.
Yeah.
And who knows content
better
than the people that create it. Now it's affordable enough for us to create our own content. You think you're going to beat me in content?
Right.
That's crazy. That's like saying that you could beat someone in like football if you played one of the positions without learning it.
Nice.
But like, so what I'm saying is, I love this game. I love the fact that we're going at it, because they're big bank right now, but we're big ideas.
Right.
Right?
That's hot.
And I'll take big ideas over big bank any day, because you keep spending that money, buddy.
Yeah.
Keep spending that money, because we're going to keep on creating.
Mm-hmm.
And you keep taking our shit or being influenced by our shit, whatever. We're just going to keep on creating new shit. Watch somebody take inside jokes very soon. Watch someone very soon take inside jokes. I promise. Or do a very similar style show out. Just watch it. Just know.
We're even affecting the podcast world. Because when I made that trailer for Brilliant Idiots, every podcast is doing trailers now.
So Alex makes a
Soulja Boy episode, right?
Was it a Soulja
Boy?
It was hot. That trailer was so funny.
Right? Beautiful trailer. And the idea was to promote this like massive revelation the next day. And it was a hilarious fucking episode, if you guys haven't heard. But it build up some steam, and now you see all these other podcasts doing it. What's going to happen tomorrow? What's going to drop? We even did it with this podcast too.
Yeah, I know.
with
Yeah.
Hezi Sutra.
We did Hezi Sutra. We did it, I think, with Jackson
Jackson Mouse.
and Mouse, right? Like
we didn't do it in the same epic fashion. I wish we did. but-
shit. I think we did it with Alex when you came back from.
That was probably the first real trailer. When
But
just watching his reaction.
exactly, it
putting
was
that
like
out.
it was like these are the things that like it's just that we understand how we operate, and that's why I love the competition. It's like for me, it ain't David and Goliath, right? It's like if the internet stays the same, if I have the same access to put some shit up on that internet as someone else does, we gonna figure it out.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I was just talking, Chris and I was on Hyenas, and he was talking about like because he has the hour special. You guys should absolutely check out on Comedy Central. He's fucking hilarious. But like they did this whole day, 100 different people there. They filmed the promo for like the specials, and they had all the 4 comics there and 100 different employees and people setting up bagels and cream cheese and fucking the Dunkin' Donut cardboard coffee shits. And like all these people there. And I want you to watch it, and then I want you to watch what we cooked up with for our trailers. And Alex and I know exactly how many people filmed.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you just watch any comedian's trailer that's out right now, and then you can go watch the trailer that I put up on YouTube, and then you'll watch this new one that I think is going to take it to a next level.
Dope as fuck.
Right now, it's just coming down to we're on the. Everybody has access to the court. Before we didn't have access to the court. They held the court. Now everybody got access to the court. You know what I mean? Once you let us get access to the court, bro. Once you let Jonas on the court, it's like, what you gonna do? We gotta be Jonas.
I wasn't gonna say anything important. I just stood up.
You said I was like,
I thought you were about to
sounds
drop
good.
a, Y'all can't see, but I thought Kaz was about to drop a
Kaz
bar,
said it,
bro.
man.
I
Oh
thought it was about to
no!
drop-
I just
Lean into the mic.
Yeah, it was
But
on.
while we
No,
are
but-
building though,
I mean,
let's
no,
like
the internet-
encourage people who want to be a part of this while we're starting up.
Yeah.
Because
Like,
right
there's so
now
many-
it's like we have so much work coming, like so many things coming down the line. Like the way I got started, the way Eden got started, it's like, hey, you down to help? Hit me, hit Andrew, hit us up.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
we appreciate all the help.
Absolutely. We had so many people reach out, the photographers, and I think Jamil is going to come meet us in Charlotte and Raleigh, and I think he might come to the Florida ones. And he's like, yo, I can get there. I know somebody. I was like, yo, man, if you want to do that, absolutely.
See?
We'll give you opportunity. We'll try to make. And let me tell you something. If you bring value, you will get value.
Word.
Never. I mean, that's been the case. What I tell you from the jump.
Yep.
Right? So it's like if you see something that you could help us with, help us improve any of that. And if you have any expertise or at least some knowledge in a certain region that you think that we could do better, holler at us, man. We want to improve. We want to go out, and we need your help because we don't got billions of dollars like Netflix.
Facts.
You know what I mean? We got a lot of fucking man hours that will work. You know, we got passion.
Yep.
And we'll get behind it, and we'll fucking fight tooth and nail to build this shit.
I mean, the thing is, the internet just kind of evened the playing field for everybody.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, when we grew up, there was only a handful of places you can see content like this, and the fact that you could find it on your own, create it on your own, like, it's just, and that's why record labels don't know what the fuck they're doing. That's why these big TV networks don't know what the fuck they're doing, because they're like, fuck, like, they're not gonna out idea the people. You know what I'm
Literally
saying?
why they
Like,
hire you.
Yeah.
Like Kaz was hired, if I'm not mistaken, by Bleacher Report because they're like, this guy understands how to move the internet.
Yeah.
Help us move the internet at Bleacher. No,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
almost your job description.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's what it is, man. Like they can't that little silo of people that you put in a company, and I'm just being on both sides of it now. Like you can't out idea the world. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like it's me versus you. It's me versus the 80 billion people with access to the internet, and how am I going to do better than all these folks? You know, so like it's harder to continue to do that, and that's why these places keep shrinking. That's why Netflix gets so much money. Just like, hey, throw it at somebody. Just we need ideas. We need ideas. We need ideas. They're always creating. So, I mean, it's just really leveled the playing field, and now there between this podcast, between your specials, between everything that everybody else is doing, you really don't need that machine to kind of be successful. Chris was just here. You know what I'm saying? He has a Comedy Central special, but he didn't need the Comedy Central special. You know what I mean? Like, he was already kind of out here.
You guys listening are the machine.
Yeah.
You guys building this with us is what allows this to happen. Everybody supporting on the Patreon, everybody listening. It changes the fucking game. Coming out to the shows, it changes the game. Direct to consumer, we cut everybody out. And I'm telling you, I notify you of this now, not because I'm like, I need my credit or that kind of shit like that. My credit is solidified when you guys fuck with me. That is all I need.
If you watched the Grammys yesterday, it's kind of why people like J. Cole is super successful.
Boom.
Drake came out there literally. He wasn't at the red carpet, wasn't scheduled to perform. He literally went to the award show just to tell people, hey, you don't really need this shit.
Boom.
You know what I'm saying? J. Cole said the same shit on Twitter today.
Boom.
Didn't even fucking submit his music for Grammy, nominations or anything like that.
Love that.
Like, you don't need this shit.
Love
He's one of those people who I'm such a big fan of just because
Cole?
J. Cole. Yeah.
I think Drake. Listen, I never give Drake his due, so I'll admit that. I also think that Drake is a savvy motherfucker.
Yeah.
To win a Grammy and then go up and say, "Hey guys, you don't need this." He submitted his music for the Grammys.
Yep, and that
Cole
was the
did.
reason.
But he's in the past not.
Has he not in the past?
Yeah.
Okay,
like,
I'll believe that.
And don't get me wrong, I think he's savvy and he understands value in it. But
Right.
I think there also could be a good message, even for himself, which is maybe in the future he won't win one. But he's like, the win ain't the Grammy.
Yeah.
The win is having Toronto.
He mobilizes his fans. He mobilizes his support system.
Yeah.
And that's all the fuck you really need in this shit.
Yo, that's what I'm saying is completely that. Like, when you guys see the effects of this shit, and I only notify you guys of this right now so that you're aware that some of you do. A lot of you message me every single day, be like, yo, I've seen this. This looks just like that. This blah, blah, blah. Or you even see the effects of like Flagrant 2 combos on regular sports media.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
And
How
don't
often
think
do
they're
we
not
get
listening.
tweets every fucking day?
Don't think they're not listening.
Of course
Because
they're listening.
I will go through my follower list sometimes
Yeah.
and see like their bios, like producer at ESPN, producer at Fox Sports, producer of this TV show. So it's like those
All the
jobs,
check marks follow Cast.
their
None
jobs-
of them follow Akaash or myself, but all of them follow Cast.
Did he
Yeah.
follow Cash?
Yeah.
their jobs are literally to say, what are people talking about? You know what
So
I
when
mean?
you see our ideas get stolen, that shit is Cash's fault.
it's my fault. Sorry.
Dead ass. But the beauty of it is like, and a lot of you guys notice it, and I know you are protective of us, and that's what's dope. And I
Yeah.
love that y'all fight these fights for us. But like, just know also, just know that we are affecting culture. We're literally moving culture. We're embedded in the ecosystem. It's not like we're throwing paint in the wall and seeing what sticks.
Right.
We're the wall. See what I'm saying? And people are trying to paint on our shit. That's literally what's happening.
Yeah.
So when you see these differences, know that you're intimately involved in them. Okay? Without you guys listening and spreading these shits and making such a big fucking movement that you guys have made out of this podcast and allowing us to lead it into these certain sections that most people are afraid to go, this doesn't happen. You can't move culture. So Asshole Army, massive respect to you guys. Massive gratitude right now. Maybe I'm just having one of these like real moments of gratitude. But
I had the
am
same.
fucking
When I went to LA, man,
so
I got
hyped, man.
I got some really great meetings. Like as soon as people knew, hey, you're not WWE anymore,
Yeah.
phones ringing off the hook because
Right.
they're like, oh, we love you on Flagrant 2, we love you on this, we love you on that, and it's just like, fuck, I was kind of holding myself back doing all this WWE shit. So it's like, it's man.
So what Kaz is saying is he'll be missing more episodes.
No, I'm not missing shit. I'm not missing shit, guys. I'm not missing shit. But it's been really fucking cool.
Dead ass.
man.
Just watch what
Like,
we're building, y'all.
yeah.
Watch what we're building. It's no dude. It's not a game. I'm telling you, come March, some people are gonna be pissed off. Some videos might get taken down because we going hard. But it's. I told Akaash. The first LA sold out. Sold out. The second one isn't. But I told my agents because they were like, "Yo, I want to. Can we reserve X amount of tickets
For industry?
And at first I told them yes. And yesterday I said no. Because I don't want anything from the industry.
You know what though? That's actually what's gonna get their dick the hardest.
Hey, maybe, but again, maybe that's the case. That's not my intention. But it's this amazing space where it's like I would rather 10 fans that fuck with this podcast so much and they manage to get Thursday night off,
Right.
be able to see that show,
Absolutely.
than one secretary of a mid-level exec.
And you know what it is too? You know what it is in a weird way, and I can relate to it now since you mentioned the thing with the industry fucking tickets. I had a dinner in LA and sat with a lot of fucking important guys. Yeah. And they all came and turned. At one point, they all turned to me like, "Yo, you're my favorite Twitter follower because you say what I'm not allowed to say anymore." And I'm like, "Y'all should see these motherfuckers." You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's one of those things where it's just like, we're getting to that point where like people are tired of the PC shit. Done. Not saying there's not a place for it, but it's like it's so overblown. There's no balance.
There's an article on The Atlantic about how like 75% of people are tired of PC shit.
Yeah.
March 3rd, guys.
There's just no balance.
March 3rd, we're pushing it in the other direction. It's building towards it, right? It's like, I don't know what that game is where the thing falls out from underneath.
Right.
Pick up sticks or something. I don't even know what the fuck it is. But it's like the ice is getting very thin, and people have been skating on it, and they've been skating on it, and it's thin. You can hear it cracking. You can hear it cracking. And March 3rd, we're going to break that shit with a fucking boulder. It's going to be really good. Yeah, and just watch what happens in the years that come after that. If you see comedy totally make another turn, just know we're intimately involved in that happening. We're literally the ones pushing in that direction. It's that fucking incredible. So, anyway, thank y'all so much for what y'all do.
Is that it?
Anything else?
KD's rant. Eden sent me something saying Russell Westbrook has 10 triple doubles, 10 straight, I think.
Shout out to Russell Westbrook, man.
The Zion block apparently was a big deal. I didn't see it. That's it.
Oh, you didn't see that shit?
No. Well, maybe we talk about it on the Patreon. I think that was a good.
That was a good way to end the show.
Yeah. Matter of fact, we could just cut that little part right there. Let's just end it after that, right?
Check out this weekend.
Do some promos in the beginning. We're gonna because I gotta do an ad in the beginning.
Cool.
We'll do
gotcha. All right, knock it out.
So that being said, again, thank y'all so much for supporting what the fuck we do. Keep it tight. Keep building with each other. Keep talking to each other. Go to the Patreon. Join the community and really get the most out of the community, man. I'm telling you, the people.
Our
that
success
get the
is
most
on your shoulders, man.
Facts. So, thank y'all so much for supporting what we do. And this has been another episode of Flagrant 2. Peace.